that's right. Stop talking. Welcome to the Band of the Indigo Griffin, a Forgotten Realms campaign held by me, DM Pemberton, and or Pemberfoot, if you know me on Twitter. We're going to go around real quick, make quick introductions, and then I'm going to call upon someone to give me a recap of the events of last adventure. This person may surprise you with the lack of knowledge they have. So, we're going to go ahead and start around the table. Seth, kick us off.
I'm Seth. I play a human male wizard named Asher Lorsbane, who's level 4 with the rest of the group right now.
Yay! Hi, I'm Kat. I play a human male paladin named Faclor Darkstriker, and he is a level 4 paladin along with the rest of the group.
Paladin of?
Paladin of Shantia,
Which is?
the goddess of grain and growing things in the
golden
farm.
liquid.
And he is from a family of brewers, so he's more of a boozy paladin than you might be used to.
Not a drunk.
Not a drunk, no.
A
He's
social
jolly.
drinker.
Yeah, he's jolly.
Yeah.
It's not sanctimonious.
I'm Anna Stratton. I play the human bard level 4 of Frederick Voidsworn. And I have a cute little monkey named Kookaroo Kazoo.
Kazookaroo!
Dang it, I can't even remember the name I gave it. Dang it!
Who has been rescued, but
Yes,
okay.
thank God.
Yay!
I'm Jillian. I'm playing Poppy Redmeadow, who is a half-orc fighter. Recently lost for a week or so.
Thought dead
Thought
until
dead.
the last
Oh, yeah.
minute of our previous game.
I'm Jennifer. I'm playing Shamira Hawksgrave, the level 4 human cleric of Lathander, who is currently questioning her lineage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of a question mark there on that
So
D&D.
Yeah.
Hawksgrave.
Dad? Question mark?
This is kind of medieval fantasy, so the family tree probably just sticks right there.
It's just the whole town. It's just like, could be anybody.
Yeah.
Just,
Nani's probably your grandma.
yeah.
You don't know.
Don't marry inside of Lork.
It's like you don't go within the county.
Yeah.
All right, and to give us a recap, I will choose and select one of these people. I will roll. That person I have chosen is Anna.
So, Frederick, all he really remembers is that we went and fought a purple worm and tried to run away from it. That was giant. And I lost my monkey, and I was heartbroken, and we were rescued by dwarves, but I really didn't care because I lost my monkey. And I think the most important takeaway from that last time was I lost my monkey, but I got him back. And he has a cute little outfit.
Nice
Now,
save for not taking notes.
If you aren't a self-conceited bard that just only focuses on themselves, there is more to the story. Frederick. Would you mind filling us in on your POV of what happened, Jennifer?
We learned that half the party cannot set up a camp. Asher is not meant for the outdoors as he got pneumonia. We, Faclor and Shamira, fought a horde of orcs and came out with a really sweet flaming sword.
Yes, we did.
Nothing bad happened to Faclor at all. Certainly involving fire.
Again.
Not a flame.
We made it back to camp with a giant rabbit to eat, finding the grave of a dead rabbit that our party could not sufficiently clean or cook on the fire that they failed to set up.
Old city boy. Trying to
don't
play
forget the
country
tent.
boy.
We gave it a funeral.
I super enjoy the fact that everyone's blaming you, even though that was 3/4 my fault.
It was totally Frederick.
So,
Also being responsible.
so
for
we
this.
spent the night in the dark without a tent because someone broke it.
We tried to fix it.
Severely lacking duct tape. We left the next morning hungry and cold, and Asher thought that he would ease our troubles by going fishing.
Allow me. So Asher is now the world-renowned fisherman of all of Aventurel. Upon meeting a mountaintop pool, he threw a pole in, only to discover the little bite he got turned into a big bite, as a giant purple worm came up from underneath the mountain, causing many rock slides and mudslides. And as it did, it came down upon one of the party members, which was Shamira.
Yeah, I got eaten.
Now, upon entering the beast's belly, she was damaged by the teeth, however, rescued by a series of events that the dwarves have planned to kill such problems in their territory. The dwarves of a secure location south of Lork, and that is known as what pass?
It's like the gray. I always call it Gray Cloak, and it's not right.
It's Great Peaks, isn't it?
Gray Peak.
Yes.
Gray Peaks. I always say Gray Cloaks. It's not accurate. It's Gray Peaks.
The mountains are cloaks.
You know, they're cloaked in fog,
That's very poetic of you.
and fog tends to be gray. So there you go.
All right. So these dwarves have been patrolling this area, keeping the area safe for travelers of Dwarven as well as humankind. Dawn Pass, they're from, by the way. And that is where you currently are. You talk to a former teammate of your mother's adventuring group and father's adventuring group.
Yes.
And that is
Wari.
Yes, dwarf known as Gwari. He was the adventuring group's fighter.
Yeah.
Now, retired from adventuring, he takes his stay at Dawn Pass as what looks to be kind of a, I don't know, engineer chief,
Yeah.
if you will, of making sure that the stuff they work on is sufficient. There you go. And yeah, so him answering some questions led you to the fact that you guys were in friendly hands, and that is when you heard a familiar voice. And this is where we'll start. You all are gathered around, seeing many dwarves go about their business, keeping Dawn Pass secure. All of the dwarves are armed. You don't see any younglings, children, if you will, in the area. This is a military-style post. And as you are talking to Gwari, and him's telling you that, you know, he will give you the map to the person you seek, and that person's name is what?
Pyric.
Pirate.
Pirate. the wizard of
Yeah.
your mother and father's adventuring group from days of old.
Potential dad.
And yeah.
Potential, although we don't know.
No. He only kissed my dead mom while she was sleeping.
The
That does
truth,
not make him your dad.
the truth may surprise you. So,
It's me.
He's my uncle brother. He's my uncle brother. It's fine.
so that being said, you hear a familiar voice.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew you couldn't be dead.
Oh my god, I thought you were
I knew you couldn't be dead. You couldn't be dead.
Now, as you do react emotionally to the voice of your fellow teammate and member of the band known as the Indigo Griffin, you look to turn and see she is wearing a stone shackle, a collar, if you will, around her neck that has glowing dwarvish runes.
Oh, that doesn't
A
look
chain that is attached from the back of it is being held by a female dwarf that you recognize who returned Kazukaru, as well as 4 other dwarves that are heavily armed and at her side. And you see she said, "I told you, you can't talk here," the dwarf says to you.
I speak Dwarvish as well, but I don't say anything back. I just I kind of flex against the chain and then like stop and just I don't know what to do.
Okay, I
Facklor?
also speak Dwarvish. And
I also speak Dwarvish.
She, this is a symbol for speaking Dwarvish.
Yeah, so this is Dwarvish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Elvish.
I like
okay,
it.
if you're going to speak in a foreign language, you do this immediately to let everyone know
Wait,
you're
which
speaking
one is
Dwarvish.
Elvish?
Oh no, I hold.
Elvish is this.
I thought it was just like gripping ear.
This is fine.
This is super racist.
Okay. You know
Well, we
what?
have races.
We'll figure out the terminology later.
She can
Dwarvish,
speak
Elvish.
wherever she wants. Release her now. She's one of our comrades.
Oh, Gwari says, oh, well, don't go getting things mixed up. This individual was caught trespassing. She is your teammate, I believe you. But us finding her under these circumstances, we need to chat. Bring the prisoner, please. And he brings you into what looks to be an area where it's kind of like a meeting hall area, where it's like a domed structure, and you see carvings, dwarven carvings of like what looks to be battles with giants, trolls, and dragons even. And it's fairly large area. It's about 120 feet diameter. And he sees a few people off in the distance, but you guys are kind of right there at the main giant doors that are now open to the Dawn's Pass guard. And he says, bring the prisoner over here, please. And you see, they don't pull you. They aren't mistreating her. You see, they ask her politely, all right, hey, let's go over here. You know, yes, they have a chain on her neck. Yes, it's glowing blue with dwarvish runes. Yes, it's made out of uncomfortable stone, it looks like. But it's not choking her. She doesn't look in pain. She looks bandaged up with what you know specifically to be dwarvish-style medicines. Okay? Not clerical help. It's dwarvish-style, just kind of regular medicine. So she seems well-kept. She has what looks to be a big, heavy bruise. And I'm talking dark black, if you will, on her shoulder.
Ooh.
And this is where she might have suffered an injury that saved her life. That's your cue to think of what caused that bruise. Okay?
Not the fall.
Well,
Something else
might have
possibly.
been.
CPR.
But-
The wrong area.
Gwari says, no, let's talk about this. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Kilma, and you see the blonde dwarvish female, says, yes, Gwari. Unchain her, keep the collar on. Yeah? You don't need the chain.
Like,
Yeah.
kind of lean forward so she could
And
reach.
she actually, like, unhooks it, and she says, I'm sorry. And
Did you say her name was Coma?
you should have listened.
I
And
thought it was
Gwari-
sounded like Coma.
Gwari says, thank you,
Might be
Kilma.
coma.
You can go about your business. I'll take care of this one. Yeah? And Kilma bows her head, as well as the other dwarves, slap their chest with their fist and shield, and they go and exit the domed structure.
Is it just him now?
It's just him. Listen. Allow me to explain. Your friend here was found in the wilderness, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Because you lost her, yes?
She was thrown off of a mountain by a griffin.
Correct. And in her travels stumbled upon a very protected site. A site we have been protecting for over 200 years. The site known as the Horn of Grumpsh, also known as the Call Tower, also known as the Black Fell Lung. We were protecting it because if touched by any orc, it sends out a call to all tribes within an area and gives them emboldened strength from the one-eyed god known as Grumpsh, an orcish god of hate, despair, and it has strengthened the orcs in this area. So, she was taken prisoner. Not by me. I don't run this place. However, I have some pull. I will talk to my clan elders, and we will talk. I will allow you to stay here momentarily, catch up with your friend. You are not to move that collar wizard understand for her
won't.
safety.
I won't touch the collar.
Now, when you got the collar put on you, you did get told, please don't play with it. It's a necessity. You will lose your head.
No, it's
Ever see Running Man? Okay.
The cow collar's an angel.
Never saw that show. So, he says, I will be back. And you see he bows, and you see big, got a gray beard, just lobs forward with a heavy heft because it's all braided in one nice intricate braid. And slaps against his chest as he stands up, looks to you. I'm trusting you. And you see he exits. Now you have a little bit of time to catch up and learn what happened.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm better now.
Kazoo climbs up your arm and like sits on your head.
I was lost. I have very bad like directional senses. When the fog cleared, I thought I could find you guys, but I couldn't, and I've been wandering for a while. The first night was not too bad. I was able to start a fire fairly easily. I felled a very large ram and had too much to eat, a lot to eat. So much. My camp was very comfortable that first night.
I wish I knew what that was like.
But after that, I kept on trying to find you, and I just got more and more lost. There was things out there, orcs I avoided. My father has always told me to avoid wild orcs, but the dwarves kind of put up a fight when they tried to take me down, but as soon as I explained to them, and speaking their language helped, they were skeptical, but rightly probably a little wary of me.
But they mistreated you?
No, other than the fighting at first. But I understand.
Now, you know the horn that you stumbled upon was a giant, what looked to be hammered black metal
Something
that
is,
was on the side of a mountainside. On the side of a mountainside. I think that makes sense. And it's somehow attached to the long length of that flat area on a mountain. And then you touch the horn. Now, as you touched it, that's when the blast came from the horn. You activated this horn. And in doing so, alerted the dwarves that were protecting said horn that you kind of slipped through due to their failures. However, you being half orc, you don't see a lot of half orcs. They immediately took you into custody. They did so roughly, and then even apologized after, once learning you were a civilized folk. However, thought you a spy and a traitor. So, they imprisoned you, and then kept you here. Not adversely treated or anything. You've been kept nice and fed very well. A little too well sometimes. But here you are.
the local dish is very good. They call it purple stew or something like that. I think it might be pork, but I don't know.
It's not pork.
Yeah,
Flashbacks of the inside of a
know
purple
about
worm.
that.
It's not pork.
Anyway, I would like to leave.
We are not leaving without you, and we will make sure you leave.
Was that?
Without the.
Yeah.
Did we hear the horn? Is it like a dog whistle, like only orcs hear it, or?
You did not hear the horn.
I was inside of a worm.
Was
Yeah,
that
we
when
might have
were
been
fighting
busy.
The orcs that kept setting me on fire. Was that when that happened?
You did not hear the horn.
Didn't hear it. Yeah, we didn't.
It was
know
too
about-
dark.
We can't hear if it's too dark. We can't hear if we can't
it's
see.
too dark.
You heard the horn.
It was really
It
nice.
blasted you back, actually.
Oh,
It
probably
was
only.
super cool.
Yeah, it
guys.
probably is like an orc whistle. Only orcs can hear it.
I think they're really mad at me though.
The orcs?
No, the dwarves.
Oh.
But why? You were only testing their security systems for them. I mean, because
I didn't think to use that angle. I just told the truth.
that's because you're not with me, sweetie.
Oh.
Yeah, no, let's,
Should we get a
let's
lawyer?
translator.
Your intent was good, and that's what matters.
So you all decide to catch up further, making important conversations of the events that you all had to catch her up to where you are now currently. And that's when you see Gwari returning. You see he comes up, and he has another dwarf of significant age, wearing red as well as like this yellow kind of decoration on his garments. It's robes almost, and he has this tall like hat that goes up kind of like a Shriner, but taller. And at the top is what looks to be some kind of tuft of hair, braided. So you think it's his hair because it is white, just like his beard. And you see Gwari says, "All right, I've talked to the elders, and, well, we have come to an agreement. We believe your friend is not a traitorous spy, as thought.
Good.
Now, that being said, we will give you a map to the wizard you seek at the Wizard's Watch. However, it will come at a price. You made things difficult for us, sweet thing. You're gonna fix it. I need you to retrieve an item.
What item? And where?
The item is a hammer. And it is located within a bluff in the northernmost mountain. Not most, excuse me. I mean from Dawn Pass. So it's located the northern mountain across from Dawn Pass, where we are currently located. It's called Cunane's Bluff. It is one of the Orc tribe's known locations. Now, we couldn't hear that horn. However, our elder here, he can verify that it was indeed used. So, that being said, these orcs are going to be enraged with power from Grumsh, the god. When they hear the god call, they know it's time for war. So they start uniting. And in doing so, have a bit of infernal power from the demon god himself. So, you're to go there, retrieve an ancient artifact that was stolen many years ago from us.
The hammer.
Correct. It is known as Gold Hammer. The true swing. It is a hammer that helps forge magical armor for us dwarves. We will need this to help fight off the orcs.
We can do this, and we'll do this in reparation for our comrade's error. What intelligence do you have about the location or the numbers of orcs that are there?
None. We know it's an area that they frequent, but we've never been inside. There was at one time, I do believe, in an establishment, but that was when I was a young dwarf hearing of it. By now, it's probably long gone and forgotten of what its true nature was. But the orcs have taken that area now. And if you find any other further dwarven artifacts, well, we'll make it worth your weight in gold. But the hammer is what we seek to remove Harkala and give you the map to the Wizard's Watch.
What's the nature of this collar?
The nature is payback. Now, it's a debt you're going to pay off, yeah? You know your friend's head is going to go sky high, I assure you. Dwarvish magic is nothing to fool with, my boy. No.
The only way to get it off is this hammer?
No.
They want
The
the
hammer
hammer
is to
in
make
order to take it off.
us
It's payment to get
more
it off.
defensible by the orcs that have now been enraged by the god.
Sorry, like how did your elders know that the horn actually went off?
And you see the tall hat dwarf finally speaks up. He's like, we have a device that alerts us when it's touched. Thank you. I know a thing about magic myself, me boy.
Let's see.
Well,
It went
fair
off,
enough.
I heard it.
Yeah. Okay.
They're right.
Any
Well,
other further questions?
We need to
Dick?
go find this hammer to make everything right.
Sounds like we're looking for a hammer.
Yep.
Sounds like we get a party of some orcs.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
I love
Does
Inferno.
the-
It's
This
great.
is all your
Does
fault.
it make you feel weaker? or anything?
I mean, I feel a little trendy.
Yeah, it's actually a good
weird?
fit on her, to be honest with you. Like, it's kind of
mean, it
badass.
works,
Dwarvish
and,
like,
glowing
yeah.
rooms. It looks kind of cool.
It's not heavy.
But it's not like, making you feel
No.
tired.
I've got like this thing where I can
subdued.
like sleep standing up, kind of, because my head.
It's a
doesn't-
neck pillow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long
So I
as
mean, there's
it's-
benefits,
As
but
long as
I
it's
don't
not
want my head
cutting
to
off
explode.
any of your abilities,
It's not, is it?
No, not at all.
Did she gain any advantages from the orc horn going off?
She
Yeah.
did. So, good question. I was waiting for someone to ask this. Like you, I thought would be on top of that. You get-
half orc and all.
properly admonished by being a bad girl.
Here's the thing, okay? Today's game is brought to you by Grumsh, the one-eyed god of orcs.
Oh, that's why it's brought to us by the letter G.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
right? I was right. He was wrong. This is me, the DM, not the producer. So, that being said, normally I don't give you guys inspiration points, right? Today you have 3 that you get to use yourself or embolden one of your teammates with a fiery inspiration point. Now,
Nice.
when the horn is in this area, and only this area, you get this. It has been activated. There's nothing saying we got to turn this thing off. You can't. It's just a temporary thing that pulls these orcs together, according to the dwarvish lore that is told to you in a boring manner by the tall hat dwarf.
Why don't they just break the horn?
That would
It doesn't work with magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
that would be a shame. It's really pretty.
It's not. It looks like hammered death.
I think
it
it's
is
super
horrible.
pretty.
Looks
We
like
gotta
a
work on
Beauty's
your
in the
aesthetic.
eye of the beholder.
representation.
I love Poppy the perky half-orc. I love it.
So, that being said, look on your map, determine where you are. Do you remember? I
We're over by
remember.
Jen. Do you remember?
I remember. We found out that we actually did not travel as far from Lork as we thought. We only went like half a cube,
Yes.
which is really
It's
depressing.
zoomed out quite a lot.
We were a little less than halfway.
Yeah.
Which is how many days travel?
Well, it took us a lot, but
I mean, but now we have Poppy, so she can help us.
it was only supposed to be 3 days, but it took us a week.
It did. Now, that means if you're traveling on foot, this is going to be a lengthy adventure, yeah? And then you got to return to get the collar off, yeah? And return the horn,
Do they have like
provided you win.
some
Battle boar.
mountain goats? Mounts of some kind that can traverse rocky terrain?
You can certainly ask. And who are you asking?
Probably Gwari,
Okay.
since the guy with the top hat doesn't seem like.
And go ahead and ask.
Hang on. So he said that the hammer is located in Kuna's Bluff. Did they say how far the bluff is from here? Or was it just north?
They said it's located
North.
near the base of the mountain that's north of Dawn's Pass.
So it's like the north end of the pass or
Yeah.
north of the pass?
North.
So I will allow you to look over here real quick, just so you can show on this map. Dawn Pass, yeah,
Villages.
you here.
It's good to be the initiative bitch.
Initiative bitch does have its place.
So, this is Dawn's Pass.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
If we have to go, here's Dawn's Pass. We have to. It's the north. It's the mountain just to the north of the pass, essentially.
So that could take us a while to get there. Okay.
It's at the north end of it's the northern side of the pass. There's the mountain.
Are there roads, or do we
You're
go
clear
over
on it,
rough
right?
country?
I'm clear.
It's probably rough country.
Everything here is rough, craggy country.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're never off of the lower area of a mountain here. It's like all lower area of mountain, and then it clears up eventually.
We only saw them riding boar, though, right?
Correct.
Okay. Just trying to.
Are you asking?
Just ask, Jen.
Would you happen to have any mounts we could use for traversing the mountainside to make our journey quicker?
No.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I was waiting for that.
I'm not good with these hand gestures.
Now it is what time of the day?
I think we said it.
Is
It was morning, wasn't it?
Is it
When you
nighttime?
got up and ready to
It's
leave?
nighttime now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
You guys have been
It's
talking
evening.
and dealing and meeting Poppy and waiting for
Well,
the
it's gonna be
disposition of the
all on foot
elders.
still.
It's nighttime.
Yep.
He says you can leave in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
And of course, you are welcome to feast with us at the eating hall.
Excellent. Thank you. We appreciate your hospitality.
Morden is blessing this meal tonight. We have new purple worm meat grilling. Yes. All right. With that, don't go wandering around. You will have eyes on you from a distance. Don't get in trouble.
Yes, sir.
You see, he slams his fist against his chest. I will not do so because I have a microphone on my chest. I've been alerted. So,
Is this the elder that's talking to me?
this was Gari.
Gori.
Garek? Okay.
Word.
So, you all leave?
Mm-hmm.
This little meeting hall area.
crushingly hug Facklor.
Yes. I don't like the idea of leaving you in this color.
your fancy armor?
Oh, I've had a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
problems with fire.
Where's Ubel?
The repose.
What?
The Reaper's repose.
No.
Ah, yes, your teammate fell off the side of the mountain, hanging there in the mist for 3 hours until it cleared up, knowing where to grab onto the rock, not knowing anything of the events of Ubel's Pass.
If I'd known you were out there, I wouldn't have stopped looking.
I didn't even know where I was. I don't blame you.
I blame me.
Where's... What'd you do with her?
We took her to Renan's
To the Lord.
and Lark. She's resting there. Safely.
I can tell by your faces you don't want to talk about this anymore, so I'll stop.
No, it's
Let's go
okay.
eat.
No, it's just yeah, we thought we lost 2 that day. So, it's kind of a strange feeling, but I'm glad it was only 1 at least.
You
I'm
see-
glad you're safe.
As you're saying this very sincerely, Kazukuru jumps up on your shoulder and kind of puts his hand on the back of your head, and he says, and he puts his head to yours, as if trying to comfort you.
You're finally learning to read the room. I love it.
Jumps off. He
But,
does not laugh like a gremlin. I
well,
don't know why.
Little
Once
monkey
we're
treat.
done with this, we'll make our way back to Lork, and we'll give you time to visit.
That sounds strange, but I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, let's eat tonight. Rest up.
And you indeed do see a line of dwarves, some off duty, some on, still wearing their armor, some holding a couple broken arms. You see there in slings, a few of them, and this is a line of, say, 30 dwarves that have lined up to enter into the feast hall. And it is a huge banquet area with over 10 tables, long tables, and all the different clans take over a table. They have flags painted onto the table itself, as well as a flag or emblem, well, crest, if you will, on the wall that's nearest to that table. A little bit like a wizarding house, kind of. Except this is all just dull and boring looking in angular shapes and colors that are a little bit earth tony in nature, except for the symbol that is facing the biggest wall, and that is the symbol of Moradin. It's an anvil with a hammer, right? And that is their dwarvish god that they represent. And so you see there is a couple tables that do not have crests on it. It is meant for guests. They are definitely plated with what looks to be dwarvish silverware, but it's not silver. It's gold. Literally everything that you're looking at. Now, you don't know if it's plated or not. You see a fork and a knife and a giant, like what looks to be almost a weapon. You don't know what this is. It has 3 prongs up top, and it's like a little trident. But it's sitting there with what looks to be a 2-prong fork, kind of very angular in nature. And then the knife, which looks like you could definitely hand that to some street urchin and be like, "You're a rogue now." These are very, very well-made utensils that you are going to be eating with. And the plates are stone, by the way. And they're all set, every little set. Even if there's no one sitting near you, there's going to be a plate with the silverware. So, you see the dwarves all start to enter in, and the tables that are occupied with the clans are occupied with the clans. And they are all just rowdy, singing, and they're already drinking. You see a dwarvish, what looks to be manservant, if you will, waiter. I guess we could use that term here. Comes up to your table, and he says, "How can I help you? Would you like drink?"
Yes.
You see he flips his black braided beard, and it just goes down into one tight rope, and he flips it on his shoulder. "Ales, yeah?
Yes.
I can
Yes.
do ales. I'll
Good.
be back."
Thank you.
And he throws it onto the other shoulder as he walks away.
I think you'll fit in here. They like the mead and the ale. It's
Good.
nice.
You see he
They
brings
don't
over
really
your
have it.
drinks, as well as you see a bunch of different servers bring over food. And you see they slab down this, what looks to be, it looks to be almost seafoodish, but it's thick, like, trying to think of something, clam,
Okay.
Like a
right?
giant clam.
Like pieces, slabs of
Clam
giant
meat.
clam.
Okay, yeah.
Grilled though and roasted and stuff, and it's full of what looks to be like these onion roots and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So it smells delicious, and it smells like there's spices in it, definitely. But he says, "Eat up.
Thank you.
May Moradin bless your meal."
Thank you.
So he throws his black braided back behind him as he exits, and you guys are sitting with a mini keg in front of you, and your eyes are just like, "What?" It is mini keg. You see the other clan tables have regular kegs. They're about the size of a Volvo. I mean, they are big. They are at the end of each table, and they are just taking turns filling up their mugs and just doing kind of a circle around. Each one of the table has a circle going. You all have a mini keg. It's a normal, regular keg. It's not small. It's a keg of ale. And you have pitchers that are yay big. And you can indulge if you'd like, but
I'm indulging. I'm full of self-loathing tonight.
okay. You hit the spigot, if you will. I don't drink from kegs. It's already tapped. I will say that. And you actually are surprised it's not a golden liquid. It's a red. It's not wine. It is a beer. It's got like this very reddish hue to it.
Probably also purple worm.
It's not a purple worm. It is fantastic.
If you'd like to roll your
It's the purple worm ale.
nature check, I'll give you a bonus. You can go ahead and roll with an
Everything's branded with
initiative, or not initiative,
With proficiency?
advantage.
Advantage. Cool.
Yes. This is up your alley, Ales.
All right. It's nature.
Yes.
10.
It's made with some kind of red plant, you're thinking. You think it's bloodwheat, a plant that's known to be associated with dwarven diet meals. Like there's blood bread and stuff like that. You're thinking this is ale made from that. So
Okay. Am I liking it?
you take a sip and it's good. It's
So it's
good.
a diet ale?
Not at all. It's got very much
They're just general
like a
diet.
Hefeweizen
Gotcha.
feel to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except no citrus, more of a kind of plummy.
It's fantastic. I'd like to meet their brewer.
So
I mean, I imagine that's a very high position in dwarven cultures.
It is.
So the meat that was served to each one of you is on a. I mean, everyone has a hunk of meat this big in front of
lot
you,
of food.
and the stone that they set it down was still hot, and so the meat's still cooking residually, and on a hot plate, and then you cut pieces off, and then use your plate to eat off of. So
I like stab the trident down and then take the knife and
you definitely do so. You guys enjoy a fine meal.
Stunning how Poppy did that
We
one.
won't go into the
I came
detail
out
of
of the
how each
water
one of you
120
owns the
pounds
trident
wet, and I'm just like,
utensil.
what is this?
Handsome to the
But
kangaroo.
sometime during the meal, I do look over at the. There's an empty wall. We don't have a symbol, right? There's no
There is
symbol?
an empty wall
Yeah.
across from the wall that has Moradins. So you have Moradins,
But, I
right?
mean, next to
all
the
the different
table that we're
clans,
at.
and then empty behind you.
But
Yeah, we're
the
guest
guest
clan.
table, there's no clan, right? There's no
No.
clan.
There is not.
Okay, but I'm gonna press the digitation of an indigo feather up on the wall sometime during our meal. And draw it up there.
So you're hearing,
Emblemed.
yeah, you hear all the clan tables' reaction to this. Goes from Oh. And you see one of the elders stands up and says, "I believe one of your teammates has desecrated our area enough. Take it off, for it stands before our god, Moradin,
Yeah, we're not.
and it is not worthy image."
Asher. Asher. Take it down.
Take it down now.
I mean,
We're
why aren't we
relying
worthy?
on them to remove Poppy's collar.
See,
Take
all the
it
dwarves are like-
down now.
Hammer. You see one starts,
I minor illusion it away.
"Well, do ya?" So
Oh no,
That's
magic
not that
versus
spell.
magic.
you minor illusion it to be stone over that image.
Yes.
I press the digitation it away,
Uh-huh.
and then I pull out in the same motion another feather, and I hand it to you because you never had one.
it's true. This is from.
But I just kind of give him
The griffin.
just kind of stare him down.
My apologies. We didn't mean to offend.
Who are you talking to? You're
I'm
alone
talking-
at the table. This was like blasted over this
I'm
huge
saying it loud to
congregation.
the entire
Oh, okay.
group.
Because you said it was quieted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
We didn't mean to offend. Our wizard's jest was.
Drink our ale, you hear from one table.
Oh, I will drink lots of your ale. It is very superior.
You say, sit down. And they're eating and just.
Don't test
Hey,
the
Asher.
dwarven
Bunch of
hospitality.
stiffs.
Shut up. I don't feel like dying here
You
today.
see one of them starts to approach your table.
Hail and well met.
You see Kilma approaches your table, the blonde-haired dwarf that rescued Kazookaroo and somewhat-
Imprisoned Poppy.
well, watched over. Kilma says, "I wanted to speak to your teammate if I could."
Me? Yes. I stand up.
Privately. You see, you walk to the end of the table where there's no one sitting, right?
I'm keeping an eye on the interchange.
Okay. She looks to you and says, "I just want to say I'm sorry. We didn't mean to make you think less of yourself.
Thank you.
It is a job, and I take my job serious. Yes?
Yes.
So, I hear you all have been granted permission to take the collar off, provided you return a certain item, correct? This is a worthy cause. In doing so, I will allow you this. And she takes a dagger, and the dagger's a thick, dwarvish-looking blade. It almost looks like a short sword. It's about that long. Blade. And she hands it to you. This is my ancestors. And it was used in a great war between orcs and dwarves many generations ago. Use this upon your journey, and when you return, give it to me, because I know it would love to drink the blood of those black bastards.
Are you sure, Kilma? That's a lot. It's an heirloom.
The black blood gives it power. So, kill many a orc and return it to me.
I will.
Thank you.
I kind of reach my hand across the table and take hers, sort of Beastmaster.
What are you doing?
I like
That warrior
I
handshake,
shake
yeah.
her hand.
She does not.
She doesn't? No.
She goes, and she
Yeah.
walks off.
That's the dwarven version of
Okay.
like that. I guess.
Let's dwarf pound it.
That was correction, by the way. Black-blooded bastards, because
Black-blooded
orcs
blood.
have black blood. I think I said something bad.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
We just pretended like we didn't hear it.
It's okay. I'm dyslexic. So, that being said, you all return to your feast, eat heartily, and yeah, have a good dinner. You are then escorted to where you are allowed to rest for the evening, and it is soldier barracks that are a little bit destroyed. You get a story about a giant. Half of the walls caved in and exposed to the outside. However, there are about 4 bunks that are not disturbed by the rock, and the architecture is sound. So, over those 4 beds.
Okay. What? I'm gonna go over and take a look. What's immediately outside?
Immediately outside.
Yeah, like where you said it was like the part of the
wall
wall was caved in. Like what's out there? Is it a drop? Like is it?
Oh no!
Can
So
we just walk it?
no,
can we
it's not a
leave?
drop. Yeah, I mean it's more. It's kind of so. This establishment, if you will, the whole Dawn's Pass kind of guard post. Remember what I said? It's carved out of the kind of mountainside, so it's got a lot of flat area right outside of it, like almost like you would have like a landing pad for stuff, right? But it's just all flat. Then there's a drop off somewhat, but it then goes to flat again. The drop off is only around 20 feet. They have a road that reaches around to get to that area. It's more of a defensible thing, right? And that's how you get out of there. And then you have on a cliff face or hill face, you have carved into the mountain itself, Dawn's Pass architecture.
I don't think they need bars to keep me in with this thing. You guys aren't the prisoner I am.
Did they tell you that would be like triggered by something specific?
I got the impression that if I turned up missing, they would activate it.
You also were told not to tamper with it.
Also that.
You were told
Not to tamper with
not
it.
to tamper
touch
with it.
Not to touch it.
Strangely enough, the bard was not told to not tamper with it. However, I ain't gonna mess with it.
I trust you guys.
Just to clarify, it does look like one solid piece of rock.
Can anyone read those runes on it at least?
I can't see 'em.
Are they dwarvish runes?
They are.
Okay, can I read what it says?
You cannot. Strangely, you recognize certain symbols to resemble letters that are dwarvish somewhat, but changed slightly. Maybe it's an older type language they used, or maybe it's something more magical.
I'm fluent in modern dwarvish because of the business, but
Right.
this
I
is some
can't read.
old shit. I'm kind of drunk now, so
Yeah.
Pardon me.
I
I'm
got
full of
you.
self-loathing, so I had to drink
I
it away.
gotcha.
Guys, it's fine. We just got to do the thing and it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
I mean, maybe.
I
Start
don't.
playing just some little tune.
I don't like the idea of you and a collar and their power, but
Yeah, I
so
mean,
far,
I just think we should keep open to the idea if we could figure out a safe way to get it
I
off.
think the risk is
ourselves.
too great.
let's just keep our eye out. Perhaps there's an artifact we find that will help us.
Nothing I would love more for you to not listen to me and kill your own teammate.
I think that if we find the hammer and bring it back in good faith, without having touched the collar, we'll engender the most of their support and perhaps get more help.
Agreed.
Engender.
Yeah, good word usage.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I just don't trust. I don't know. I don't trust. I don't trust this kind of magic.
Oh no,
No.
Asher doesn't trust something. It's so terrible.
Do you want me to see if there's any evil about it? I can use my divine senses.
I don't think it's evil. I just don't trust that they'll live up to their word necessarily.
I can tell
You
you
seem pretty
that.
upset about the
Well,
farm going
and
on.
with that, they've been nicer to me here than most human settlements have been,
Fair enough.
even with the accident.
I mean, if Poppy likes them and trusts them,
Yeah.
why should we act any different?
It's great for you to stand up for your friends and everything, but if your friends don't think you need to stand up to them for them.
I just don't want to. I'm just probably being a little overprotective now that we have you back.
I mean, they
so
put band-aids on her.
I suppose that counts for something.
I absolutely agree with your concern, Asher, but I just fear the risk
Sure.
is too great.
Sure. Yeah.
I hate it just as much as you do.
I'll stay away.
Thank you.
Well-
But let's get sleep and.
You guys take the bunks, I'll take the floor.
No,
You-
no.
how
You've been
you-
captive.
No,
I have to take the floor. I insist.
okay.
When I said bunks, I meant bunk beds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
4 bunk beds.
Oh,
So
sorry.
8
Oh,
beds.
soldier
Okay.
beds.
I thought you meant
Gotcha.
there were only
Okay.
4 beds
None of
left.
us did any
And they're
measuring.
stone carved. So they're more like little cubbies.
Maybe I would be more comfortable on the floor.
So small.
Yeah.
Yes. You and Poppy actually are hanging halfway off the bed.
I'm small, so it's okay.
You're kind of sleeping with your knees off, right?
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
straight back, knees bent.
That's okay, I'm drunk. I'll fall
You're
asleep.
sleeping sound. You got this.
Yep.
Asher, tucked away like a fairy.
Yeah.
So my question is, there's 4 bunks. There's 5 of us.
No, there's
No,
4
there's 8
total
beds.
bunk
Ah,
beds.
oh,
We
okay,
just-
I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's square.
Yeah. You can't do soldier
And a
shorthand
cut to
with
the
us,
chase.
man.
Do I see? Did I see any more of those rings like on our door, for example, like the ones similar to the ones that were on her collar?
Awesome.
Do I?
No.
Okay.
Good question.
So,
Just want to make sure we're not prisoned in here.
Like if you have to go use the restroom.
Yeah, that.
Of course, that's what he would be worried about.
Oh no, really? You think he might be like, I don't know. I don't know if I get that vibe from him.
No. Okay. So, I think we don't leave any watches, and I think we're probably assuming we're safe here.
Yeah, I think so.
Half of us are drunk, so we'll probably just like sleep through the night.
I'm still
up in the
dealing
morning
with some
at
PTSD
dawn.
of purple worms.
I don't think we want to waste any time, so
You
we're
wake
probably
up
going to
in
be up
nightmares?
as soon as we can.
I might.
As soon as it's safe to travel. It's
Probably Constitution check.
you wake up to a giant dwarvish horn blasting.
Oh God, too early.
And then at the end of this long blast,
Is this supposed to
You hear-
It
You
sounds like
hear-
a purple worm.
you hear short little bursts. So you hear boom, and then you'll hear bum 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 bum. 4 a.m.
You've got to be
Doorbell.
fucking kidding.
Boom, bum 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 bum.
I feel like this is a good percussion beat for a song.
I miss
if you
Val.
sing a song right now, I will break whatever instrument you pull out.
Oh,
Frederick, I wasn't kidding. Dwarvish hangover cure.
I'm pretty sure that's more ale. I could be wrong. Pretty sure that's what it is.
All right, you all wake up. You get your things together, and Yeah.
Did they give me back my sword and kit and gear and
just gonna
stuff?
say.
Okay.
As you exit your barracks room that you were granted for the evening, you were like, oh, you have no weapons, right? Except for that dagger that you were just given. But then you see sitting at the front of your door, as if they opened it, put your stuff down, and closed it, all your weapons and gear.
That's a relief. My daddy would be really mad if I lost the sword.
There is something changed, though. So your sword that you have was used to help kind of catch you on the fall.
Oh.
It's
The hilt itself was bent upward. Now, this is a hard to do thing. It was, however, corrected by the dwarves, you can see, as your heart is now like at peace. You were like beating.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I ruined my father's sword. So now you can see it is definitely repaired, and you didn't ask them to do that, nor did they tell
See?
you.
It's a
Is
sword.
everything okay?
Oh, it was like bent like a fish hook.
Who has the dwarf sword?
I do.
Okay. And what was the trigger word?
YOLO.
In Dwarvish.
In Dwarvish.
And I do have a quick question about it. Is it a 1d4 fire damage additional? That's what I thought. I was making notes in the D&D Beyond. Cool. Yep, I got it. We're good.
Okay. So you gather your equipment, your gear, and you move out into the kind of the pad area, and yeah, you see that. Awesome. It's raining.
Is anyone seeing us off? Anyone important seeing us off?
I mean,
No? Good.
Is
No.
there breakfast?
Nope.
No?
Do we just go?
You see
or
dwarves
are we having
here and
breakfast
there,
with
kind of
them?
moving about, but it's pretty early.
I mean, we could have breakfast with the dwarves. They clearly wake up early.
I think we should. We should eat before we go.
Yeah.
Are we invited for breakfast, or was it very much a grab your stuff and go?
You're supposed to head out in the morning.
That's what I figured.
All right.
Can we just grab a bagel from the cafeteria?
We
Well,
have
eat
we
some hardtack.
restocked our
We got
rations.
rations.
You did.
Let's head out.
Yeah, we shouldn't push their hospitality.
So we'll make our way down to through the trail.
Yeah,
to the
it's
forest.
very much a wide, like, it's like a ramp.
Yeah.
Almost. And it goes down nice and smooth, cut through the stone, and down into the areas where it's now, okay, you're at surface level.
It's a
if you
pass,
will.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're looking at what looks to be a traveled path up north from your area, probably only a couple hundred feet. And that is the pass that they're protecting,
Yeah.
right? And you look above and see the pad area that I described has that kind of dwarvish type shelf, and you see, oh wow, oh, they have crossbows. Big ones. You didn't even notice them before.
Yeah, like
Well, there's
ballista
dwarves on
size.
them, right? So,
Can I see that? Can I see that northern peak from here? The northern mountain.
yeah, you all can see the mountain that you're heading to.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
It is off in the
Full on.
distance, and it is
Let us
definitely,
not get lost.
it is definitely at least a day and a half travel.
Yeah. Well,
Which
let's head
does make
out.
things a little shady.
All right.
The lack of trees is good for traveling on foot, but bad for getting it to N. I'm starting to get darker, I think. Darker green? You think?
Well, at least the
A little,
dwarves
but-
replaced the tent that Asher broke.
Oh,
The emerald is a good look on you.
thank you.
Well said. Well said, Frederick.
It's almost like a fart or something.
I pull my hat off too, and I say "Ukuku," and then
You see, you could go
I
summon
throw
into
them up into
existence.
the air, and I have them travel just like maybe 70 feet above us or something.
Okay.
To kind of
That was out of your hat?
yeah.
I love the cliche. I love it.
And he puts his hat back on,
That was cat, not that
Alright.
fixes his feather a little bit. All right, well let's go. Hopefully we don't get ambushed in this pass.
Dude, why do you have to put that out
Why
there?
did you do that?
Listen, I grew up in a city. I don't know.
I did too, but I didn't say it.
So did I, but even I know that.
Well, now that I said it, we should expect it.
Oh, Asher wants
You're
us
not
to
the
be eaten by a
one.
worm. Save our lives.
Why would you do this?
You're not the one who always gets set on fire.
That's a good point.
You had to do battle with a tent.
I filled my water skin. I'll help put you out. If worst comes to worst, I promise.
Did you fill your water skin with ale from last night's?
No, I
There's no
didn't.
water in Fackler's water skin.
No. Fackler's a paladin. He knows the value of being hydrated before battle.
Right. Moderation.
I'm surprised he's not just like lesser restoration. I'm not
I'm gonna
hungover
cast.
anymore.
I'm gonna preemptively
I was
cast
just gonna say,
Mage
for
Armor
your
on
travel,
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself. Just preemptively.
which lasts how long?
8 hours.
8
so,
hours. So
Yeah.
Asher still has my cloak.
I'm going to allow you all to determine if you have encountered anything. So I'm going to grant this dice rolling gift to one of you. That would be Anna. So Anna, you are going to roll a D100. That is the 2 D10s for you watching at home that are new to the game. You're going to roll both of them. Now, here's the thing. Here's the catch. This is Dawn's Pass, and it's definitely populated by some unsavory things, yes?
Yes.
Oh, wasn't there that wyvern?
Do you see what I have here?
There's some skull dice.
That's
Yeah.
moving well.
Comforting.
So this is Grimtooth's dice here. It's meant for to see the potential danger of something. You're going to roll, and if there is something, I'm going to roll. And one's not so bad, right?
Difficulty.
Difficult, says Death. It's not going to kill you immediately. But
Oh, good.
So-
It'll be a slow and painful one.
now, you are merely crossing Dawn's Pass, a heavily watched area, right? You see rocky terrain all the way to your destination, which is far off and obscured very much so right now by morning mist. You do see sparse trees and patchy green throughout your travels. So that's what you're looking at right now. Now, for the first, I'm going to say half a day, right? You're going to roll. I'm not going to make it a hard roll to be 15% chance. That means 1 to 15, there's something. Doesn't mean necessarily bad though, right?
Do I roll?
Indeed.
That's a 92.
So, indeed, nothing up until lunch. So you get to lunchtime. Are you going to stop or move as you eat? You see, looking back now,
How hard
you
is
can
it?
hardly see.
Yeah.
It's about this big off the horizon.
Since we didn't have breakfast, can I have
Stop.
had my longbow out and kind of looking for any 100-pound or less hooved animals?
So you have these very much slate kind of areas, right? You're walking kind of into an area to where it's almost like, oh, there's the road, right? You saw the road and you passed through it, and now it's just like kind of jagged plates of earth
Yeah.
that are all over, pointed up, and you have been hearing animals such as goats, such as hawks off in the distance. You have your birds sighted, definitely a couple goats way off from your position. You are hunting. Are you going to leave the group to
Nope.
do so?
Right now, I'm just staying with the group until it gets close to noon, and then maybe we'll.
So you're kind of walking as you're doing this. You're kind of giving hints like. So it's going to be hard though because you have a group of people. So I'm going to give a disadvantage roll on survival.
Okay.
If you do roll, I'm going to say above a. We'll go 10
I'd like
with
to
disadvantage.
I'd like to give her guidance.
Like add a D4.
I'm guiding.
So, with her help, you're going to roll 2 d20s, take the lowest, and if you get what number?
10 or higher.
10 or higher. I'm going to say you spot something. Whether you hit it or not, that's on you. What are you hunting with, by the way?
I've got a longbow.
Longbow,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. It's got like 600-foot range or something.
It does. The Earth doesn't have
Yeah.
that range.
I rolled a nat 20. I rolled a 14, And I rolled a 1 on my d4.
So,
So 15. Well, 16 was my survival.
You definitely do see something.
Huh?
Hold on. You see,
Yeah.
she takes the group. She kind of does this fist up in the air. Her big muscles flex. And then you all lay low. You see you hear the creak of the bow as she pulls it back.
160-pound draw.
Out of the side of this rock is what looks to be a squirrel. And it sits, looks up. You gonna shoot it?
No, I'm not wasting an arrow on a squirrel.
So you go. And then behind it
Oh.
comes trotting along this beautiful white goat with a ram with horns that are really nice, and they're actually what looks to be kind of flecked in gold.
Oh.
And you're like, what the heck? Like you see it shine and shimmer like someone, like a stripper went with a goat.
The glitter bomb
stripper goat.
reports.
Go.
So
Frederick would like to make a war check of some kind.
In
so
time.
he knows the story.
Because
Time,
that was
Bard.
prime for an animal.
Go ahead and roll d20.
This one rolled the d20 again. Or the 20, so I'll roll it again. Okay. I rolled a 5. I have a long bow,
You know you're only gonna get
which
this
is a plus
probably
5, I believe.
window of opportunity.
Yeah, so 10 to hit.
So your arrow misses.
Hmm?
Misses and goes over the horns that are glittering gold. Little flecks of light catching them. And you see the arrow shatters upon the slate rock as this goat then could do a ram. I don't know what it is.
Ram is a boy goat.
I know. I live in Alaska. I should know these things. And you see it passes through that window of opportunity you have to actually see it. And you hear it start trotting down into lower areas that are off the side. And you're like, ah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
That was a good try.
It was.
It was super pretty.
Yeah.
Maybe I was
I've never
distracted
seen
by the...
with the horns.
Yeah. I wonder if they're all like that around here.
I doubt it.
Now you can roll Bard.
I would like to know if I know
Bard.
anything about the golden horns. And the goat with the golden horns, or ram with golden horns, whatever it is. Alright. That's not a super great one. Da, da, da. This would be an Arcana check or a history check.
I'm going to say, let's go history. Nature?
Okay.
Nature.
Yeah, they're the same fire, so it's all good. That's 9. I don't know.
9.
9. I don't know nothing.
Indeed, you do not recall any stories of golden ram horns. Now, if this was indeed a narwhal, you know there is a rumor of a golden horned narwhal. But
Not so useful.
The elusive
so
land
useful in this terrain.
I come up with a rude limerick about a narwhal and a goat.
Oh, what is it?
Rude indeed.
I'm gonna have to work on the player's
Of
gonna have to
course,
work
the
on that.
paladin's like, what is that?
No, like you and
I
I
gotta
are
hear it,
we're
'cause I actually
workshopping
went through.
this.
That was Cat.
Yeah.
That was Cat, not the
Yeah, the player's gonna have to actually work on that if you really want it.
I
But
do.
All right, so you continue on, and now I would like Kat to roll a D100, 2 d10s.
We did eat there, right? Though.
You did,
Okay.
yes. So mark off your rations.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you didn't have fresh meat.
All good.
Kat, you're gonna roll, and 35 and below, you encounter something.
Okay.
Alright, Cat.
What'd you get there, Kat?
I got a 20.
Mm-hmm. Hey, this isn't bad. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say the one skull,
is the goat.
return of the goat.
Okay, I like it.
go,
Okay.
go. The one time in Dungeons and Dragons, we're rooting for a 1.
I know, right?
Goat? Death.
Goat or death.
Goat or death?
That would be
Please.
death, please. No, wait, I meant goat.
Super metal.
It is.
Oh,
it's
yes,
definitely
yeah.
metal, You're right.
I mean, I don't.
Give me a moment. Talk some more.
We were talking about goat or death.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could see
Don't
that
go
goat
to
again.
death, though.
Goat, goat, death.
I wonder if we could see that goat again.
I learned to make a hat out of its horn.
That would be really
Your
neat.
bird is
Probably
still.
best.
Asher,
Maybe it's a good thing we didn't. Maybe it's
Is
a
it-
special one.
bird still up there?
Nah.
Can he see it?
I don't. Well, I'm not looking.
I just
I'm
isn't
not
on
looking
Narwhal.
through.
He has to go
He's
catatonic to see.
I mean,
He's
if
just
it was
up there.
special, I would know about it.
He's gonna come down if he sees orcs.
And none of the dwarves said, don't shoot any goats.
That is true. Nobody said not to shoot
Well,
specifically.
they
But
didn't
dwarves are less
say. They
concerned
didn't
with
say
things.
don't put your feather up on their wall.
That is a good.
Okay,
less
but
concerned with things on the earth and more concerned with things under it.
That's true.
Also true.
Really?
But hopefully those
I
things
could
are
go
rare
fishing.
and you
But
got
don't
one
dwarves
down.
hold
Oh, God,
certain
no.
things sacred?
You are banished from.
I mean,
fishing.
don't
In
we
fact,
all?
If you have a pole, I'm breaking it.
I mean,
It's
maybe
secret.
the white gold
It's a
horned
secret.
ram
Secret
is
pole.
the symbol of their deity.
Just
or
because
something.
it's white doesn't mean it's special.
I mean, it had golden horns. How many of them are gold?
He reaches
That's
towards
true.
the top.
No, I'm breaking it. I am breaking
happening?
Asher's fishing pole.
The top ends broke off.
No, it was already broken. Like Shamira
He
returned
said he had a
the
second
top
one.
half of the.
I had another one.
Why did you have two?
In case something broke the first one.
You got one from the dwarves.
Look, just
I could use my staff.
what if it's a
It's not gonna be
pun?
great.
No. He does no more fishing.
Ever?
Ever.
Oh.
In his life.
But I did great.
I mean, that is okay. You cannot deny that is the one
Shamira's
outdoorsy
having
thing
flashbacks now. It's
that Asher is good at.
Yeah, I can.
Well,
I can do
by
that.
good,
It
you
was,
mean bringing, bloody purple death upon our
And
heads.
it was delicious, was it not?
Yes, it was. But
Yeah,
we
we're-
couldn't have killed it
I
alone.
didn't
It took
either.
an army of dwarves.
And they happened to show up. The universe is very.
It would
cool
have been
that
a
way.
nice balance. You eat it, it eats you.
It's a circle of life.
Yeah.
It's
Circle
not
life.
pork.
Circle life.
Yeah, I
Hey,
didn't mean that
good
in a
news,
fishy way.
y'all.
It was a goat.
It's not the goat.
It was the goat's master, and we
pork?
had to talk to a goat herd.
Right?
Oops. Is it pork?
It is not.
We're punchy today. So great.
Now, I will say, cool. It's only one thing.
That's good.
This is the
big
purple
thing.
one.
One purple worm.
One symbol beholder. Just have to dodge this ray. Everything's fine.
And all the other rays.
I would like everyone within your circle of lunch buddies. Is that allowed to be said?
Yeah.
Lunch buddies.
Is that a thing?
I would like you to roll a DC 17. Excuse me, as I was. A DC 17 correct dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Really? Can I use strength
You
instead?
can roll now.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
I think I might be okay.
Woo, boy!
Oh, Anna.
Oh, it's not me this
Soul
time.
is mine.
If you can hold your save up with your fingers, that's bad.
Right?
Just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down.
It's a total of 4.
I got
Some
16.
awesome. Oh wow, of
I
course.
do.
Go figure.
Natural 1.
Okay, so Shamira.
Is this an area of effect spell that I could use my shield master thing on?
Look, I was having PTSD from the purple worm. I'm ready. To
Right? On edge.
It is an area of effect, not spell though.
Okay, but it's any area of effect. It doesn't
I'm
have to be
the
spell.
only
It can be
one.
like
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
So then I'm okay.
Nice. 17?
Yep. Well, no, I have a 14, but I have my shield master evasion stuff.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So I will say, you and Shamira are sitting kind of side by side, annoyingly.
We became good buddies ever since the orcs.
Yeah, we're orc
Bonding.
buddies.
Yeah.
You're kind of on the same rock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
With our shields, we're comparing shields.
and you're all kind of in the circle surrounding kind of a dip in the rock. It looks like kind of a fire pit, where then you start putting in some small tinder and stuff and start getting a little fire going. Nothing huge, nothing that you want to see smoke, right? And you all are starting to open up the wax paper that your trail rations are in. These are dwarvish trail rations that you were given there, right?
Purple worms are
Dried purple.
No, there's no dried purple worm in here. It's very much sausages and dried meats and stuff like that. And just as the smell hits you, you two notice coming above in what looks to be just a boulder about the size of this table coming down in this hurling motion. You see the odd shape of it twirl in the air. You react just quick enough in time to throw your shield up as you throw yourself back, right?
I hide behind Factor.
And you get cover from Factor. Now, you yell. What's the one word you yell as you see this hurling like a meteor? Rocks! Okay, you see your teammate, the paladin, horror on his face, yells, rocks! And you see, just as you do, none of you.
I look down at the ground at the rocks.
They got one word. I couldn't say following.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember when I said, one's the goat, it's nothing, right? Like, nice encounter. And then the more dangerous.
Tell us.
I'm telling you. I'm
I'd
telling
rather
you.
not know.
I want the audience to know.
It was so
So I got 5 skulls. So this is going to be, I'm going to tell you right out the gate, very challenging adventure. Okay? Or encounter. Excuse me.
I thought
Pardon
we still
me.
had training wheels on.
Yeah, that was what he said before the camera started.
This is
I did.
This is level 5 training wheels.
I did.
What are you training for is the question.
The Olympics.
Loss. Training for loss.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not out to kill you all. I just got to make it challenging for you, right?
Compared to what?
Let's
Is
do
really
it.
what I'm asking.
That being said, a rock smacks down right on top of the fire. I mean, you just remember for a split second blackness, and then you are aware of the situation. The rock slammed down, spreading you all, flinging you across the area, kind of separated by about good 15, 20 feet, right? Now, with that being said,
I'm not getting eaten again.
Different again.
Doesn't appear to be
I got to
fire.
determine each person's distance away from this area. Okay? Now mind your movement. Okay? If you can't catch up to this, we're doing Theater of the Mind right now. I'm going to play this out, Theater of the Mind, more. Mind your movement to the target. Okay? I will describe where it is in proximity to you. So I'm going to go to each person that failed, let you know how far you were flung away from your area. Okay? So remember that, and how much damage you took. Poppy,
Yes.
you have taken 5 damage. And you are flung.
Please don't fall off, man.
Yeah.
No, there's no falling off of anything. This is falling away from the
Falling
group,
away,
though.
yeah.
You were flung 20 feet. Okay.
That's a hefty jump.
Anna.
The point of reference is the fire pit, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna, you may forget a couple songs after this. my friend. You are flung 10 feet, not far away.
No.
Kazookaroo. Oh, you want to bring pets? Oh, they want to bring pets to the game. Let's bring pets, folks.
Just make sure they can fly.
40 feet away.
He's light.
He goes
That
far.
is true.
Flies far,
Here.
lands light.
Ooh, Anna, you take 10 damage.
Is that Kazookaroo?
That was Kazookaroo. Kazookaroo takes 5.
Oh no.
How much does he have?
Not that much.
Is it twice his?
We'll get to that in a
We'll get
second.
to that.
Give me a minute.
He's been out of sight.
It's monkey.
Yeah, has he? Not to
He's
me.
past that of sight.
He has mage armor on him.
40 feet you were thrown.
40 feet?
You were-
Just a monkey.
You actually held onto a large piece of rock that broke off. It broke off of the boulder, slammed into you, and you held onto it. You remember, as you flew through the air.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to fall.
Panic reaction.
You also took 5 damage.
Okay.
Not too bad damage-wise, right?
I think holding it saved me.
Right.
Maybe not, probably not.
Not too bad damage-wise. Who's the closest to the fire?
Probably Backlor and well,
No, we got out of the way.
yeah,
I
we
am
were
10
You
feet
escaped, and I said you got to about 15 feet
That's
away.
right. So then it would be,
That would
yeah.
be,
It'd be the person that
Frederick.
critically failed.
Yeah.
Oh, Frederick.
Freddie.
Coming, you have the rock that's right behind you. Coming up, you come to, and you're like, what the hell was that? And just as you're thinking this, you see this tall, about 23 foot high, bald, long-faced, gray, stone-cold look on his face with dull black eyes, just sunk deep into his head. What looks to be several cows bunched together in some kind of hide-like suspender, single strap going down his side. It is a giant, a stone giant. You have heard tales of these?
I say something
Well-
very rude and infernal.
On your turn, say these things. But this is an immediate thing to where it comes right up to you as you are reacting to waking up, and you see it go and throw its club down.
I mean, at least Kazukuru's not there, right? So
Yeah,
why-
nope, that's the thing.
He was thrown clear.
I
as long
mean-
as he's not dead.
No, he's dead.
I mean, not yet.
No, but he is.
He's unconscious.
No, he took over half his health.
Oh.
So he's dead.
Monkey paste.
So,
Dark.
who you think is the killer of Kazukuru? A stone giant.
Avenge me.
And you see, as it gets closer, you see its arm goes down with the club, striking right to the left of you, missing you. As you tumble over, right? Or you tumble around. You kind of do this like roll onto your feet. I'll even give you that.
Oh
Okay? He missed you. And as you see, he misses, you see runes that you're like, hey, they look a lot like the runes on her neck, are glowing on this giant's arm. That being said, we'll move on with combat that's taking place.
Okay, so we roll now for initiative?
I was just going to say, no, you can roll.
Backseat DMing.
I'm in charge
Hey,
of
this
the
is
initiative. That's the one.
Right.
Initiative, bitch.
I'm the initiative.
Not bad.
god. You killed Kazukuru, you no longer get a chance.
Me too.
What's up?
Do you guys get 20s?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm at 21.
I'm going real fast with holding on to that rock.
What's your dex?
Right.
My dex is 12.
My dex is 16.
Did you
So I go
also draw
before.
that?
I
Did
rolled a 21
Wow,
because
they
my
rolled
proficiency
really
is
Yeah.
2 and I rolled a
Yeah.
True. Okay, I got 17.
Okay, so
Oh, you got more
Okay.
than me.
Yeah.
I think our initiative. So, 20 to 25. Wow.
21.
20.
21.
Oh yeah,
21.
21. 21.
21.
Oh.
Do we have a roll off now? How do you want to do that? Dean?
Usually it's
Wait,
dex.
twice.
I'll go first.
Dex?
Of
I
course
just went,
you will.
I'm going to say.
Oh.
Just for your guys' sake.
16.
Okay, you go next.
See, I still
so
try to
you're
root
two.
for you, man.
Yeah, and then you and I
Um,
both have a dex of 12, right?
Yeah. You want to just roll off?
Yeah.
A D6 or something?
D6 works for me.
I'm 3.
Rock, paper,
Four.
scissors,
You.
We fight to the death.
17.
I need
17.
that back.
16.
Ah.
We didn't
We all
use up
rolled really
our
good,
high
though.
rolls on that
Yeah, we did.
initiative order.
I mean, I rolled a 1 and it killed my pet, so.
You do not see your pet.
I know I don't.
I rolled a 1 and got eaten by a purple worm.
Ones are serious
Things
around
can be
this
I was
worse.
thinking that too, but you can't sing it.
But you're not dead.
I was almost dead.
Okay.
Mostly dead.
I was mostly
Initiative is ready.
Initiative is ready.
We're initiated.
I already went. I'm going to say my surprise attack was my turn. Because I'm rooting for you guys.
Frederick.
Hooray.
I've already taken so much from you.
We took our comic
Cool.
relief.
Yeah. He did say it was going to get
It's
darker.
like killing R2D2. That's what you did just.
Don't accuse me of killing R2.
That's
I
what
think
you
it's
just
more
did.
like killing BB-8.
Yeah, you're right.
I would like to cast
You've
Cautious
hurt me.
Hideous Laughter.
Nice, I love that spell.
And I'm going to cast it on the stone giant.
Mm.
Must
would hope
succeed
so.
on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone.
Okay.
Being incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration, a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't effective.
Does he have less than 4 intelligence?
No.
Okay, so he's effective.
Excellent.
Because if you're that dumb, you don't get
Perfect.
humor.
The wisdom is 14, the DC is 14.
I'm going to roll. I'm not going to tell you how much pluses I get in it. You cast it upon the giant.
Okay.
And how do you cast it?
I tell a really bad joke, like a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock, who's there? It's a giant butt.
You see it starts slamming its club down on the ground.
Roll. I am gone.
And you see, you have definitely affected this
Comedic
giant.
genius.
Sorry for my laugh. It's,
Don't apologize for that.
I can
Rip
through Mike's
headphone ears.
headset.
yeah. If you're wearing headphones, sorry.
Warning, headphone wearers.
Yeah. All right. So,
I roll out
how
of the
long
way.
does that last?
That lasts as long as I can concentrate, so up to a minute.
Up to a minute.
All
So I'm going to have you roll next turn to see if it's held. Now, right now, he's laughing hysterically, right?
If we hit it, does it break?
At the end
Yes.
of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it can make another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I could.
So there's a chance to break.
But it's prone, which
Yeah.
means you get advantage to hit with melee.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it also has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage, which doesn't matter. I just needed to get away.
Yeah.
You all see this take place. The giant now on all fours. Giant! Dying laughing. And you all are looking at each other kind of for a split second like,
Great job.
what?
It's
You didn't hear
Shut
any
up, it was
joke.
fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
Good turn.
John.
Number 3.
I'm 15 feet away, so I'm running up. I activate my sword, fire longsword, YOLO. And I run up and I'm slashing at him with my sword.
Going for the
All right.
So advantage.
I love how the bro of the group gets the YOLO sword.
I do.
Not intentional.
Oh, nat 20.
ah.
Okay,
Very
so he takes. Oh, I'm in a criminal.
You didn't applaud for that nat 1 earlier. Just saying.
We have a moment
Alright.
of quiet silence.
So
Yeah.
he takes
Dread.
You don't applaud for once.
19 damage.
Ooh.
That is 4 of
Good
slashing,
golly, Miss Molly.
4 of fire, and the rest is slashing.
That YOLO sword.
Yep.
That's what's up. And 4 were from fire.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
So 15 slashing, 4
Very
fire.
good. It is on fire, though. Yeah?
The sword, yeah, I activated it.
And the giant gets immediately try to save. So you see as this giant's laughing, giant, and just as he said, you came up and smacked him in the head with the flaming sword. And you saw fire instantly stick onto the side of this giant's face as he just, and you see what looks to be a giant tooth spit onto the
I'm
ground.
keeping that.
Where are you going to put it?
Badass, right? We'll talk about that later. Now, let's see if that broke his laughter.
He has advantage.
Even without the advantage. No! And you see he is definitely going to break out of this. He does have to get up though, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
you have that going for
And
you.
I'm going to back up 5 feet because I have that much. Actually, I have 15 feet of movement left, so
Yeah.
I'm going to back up.
So you approach the giant 15
Oh,
feet.
no, wait, I'm disengaging, so then I don't want to do that.
Correct.
Sorry. No, I will stay base to base because I'm a badass.
Boss.
Asher.
Number 4 is Asher, wizard. Young, emotional,
Okay.
distant,
Yeah.
writer
Yeah.
of poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just that one time. Just the one time.
His is bad poetry. Yeah. Frederick
Just one
is
time.
top notch.
He dropped
Bad
out of
poetry.
bard school.
Yeah. Lyrics.
So first, I'm gonna have Ukuku's gonna fly down from. He's up at 70 feet. He's gonna fly down to about 30 feet.
Your white owl magically shifting
Start swooping
in a dive.
And then for me, I'm going to. I am going to pull out the wand of
Don't be
Magic
vulgar.
Missile.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that one.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just gonna use one charge and cast Magic Missile on him with one charge.
So you
And-
see one glowing ball of blue start circulating at the top of that wand, the tip, if you will, just the tip. And you see, what is the trigger word for it?
It's let me pull out my trigger words here. I have a whole bunch. I don't know. I have a couple different trigger
It is
words.
not Shazam.
I have a couple different trigger words.
Pineapple?
It's
That's a safety word.
Lock Lilith Tanada.
Hey.
And as you say this, your hair blows back. Even your hat falls off your head, and you shoot a magical missile.
It's like 3 darts, and that's what I needed.
And the magic missile instantly hits the giant right in the where?
Just in the chest. Like I'm just
Gotcha.
aiming for the meat, and then so that's a total of 9 force damage.
You could have gone vulgar on this.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
Hey,
Not
high
yeah,
road.
that-
missed opportunity.
yeah,
High road.
Well,
Yeah.
In the prison wallet.
missed effort. Low-hanging fruits there, bro.
Okay,
Eat it.
I
It's
know,
good.
I know.
I
I know. I missed it.
Go ahead.
So 9 force damage. So just all 3 darts. Just focus him.
I'm getting a calculator out.
Ooh. Been there.
That's good for us.
Is it though?
Yes.
9 damage, right?
And I forgot to roll for charges, so that's actually I only have 1 charge left. So
I was gonna say.
So I'm not going to be able to use
And how many charges can they have max?
7. So I use 6 of 7.
So there's
without-
little runes on the side of
Yeah.
it that are faintly glowing.
Oh no!
All of them are extinguished except for one
it's like
little rune.
Blink.
Low battery.
low battery. Whoa. Okay.
Would you like to
forgot to
charge
plug it
Saber
in.
on?
So
You have to go to the Apple store
But
to
that's it. I'm
recharge
going
it.
to stay 40 feet away. I feel like it's safer here. So
Okay.
Yeah. and that's
You
it.
are
I'm done.
at a distance, watching as the giant gets hit in the pectoral muscles, and his left bicep starts flexing, uncontrollably reacting to the blow of the missile. It is something that hits him hard. You definitely hear a sound, and the magic disperses upon his chest.
All right,
Poppy,
Was I prone?
you were.
Okay, so if I
For
am
family.
prone, I cannot make it the whole way there because I'm 20 feet away and
You
I only
gotta
have
get up.
15 feet. So I'm going to. I'm going to run.
Pretended to go.
I'm going to just draw my sword and I'll be like, I'm coming, Faclor! And I'll just run, but I'll get to where I'm still 5 feet away, but time my turn ends, unfortunately.
Where is Poppy in situation to me and the?
I'm coming up like.
Behind.
She's still 5 feet.
Behind 5 feet.
Yeah, but I mean,
Are
Originally.
you trying to?
I'm
am
trying
I
to see-
flanking?
yes, that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to see.
If I get there next time,
You're-
I'll.
You're gonna have to have more movement than that to flank a giant. It is
Okay.
a very,
And
remember,
it's laying down.
So giant
Okay, I'm just
space
yeah,
is pretty
I don't have
large.
A visual
I'm keeping it in my head.
imagination,
I'm trying. This is my increased brain activity
Oh, good for
exercises that
you.
I'm
We're
doing.
happy to
so-
Big
therapize
brain.
you.
Yeah. Okay, so
All
Yep.
right.
So I got my sword out. I'll be there next time. Don't let him stand up.
you taunt him.
I will
I'm
taunt you
gonna-
a second time.
I'm gonna try and do a guiding bolt.
Okay.
You hear my laugh, and I'm like,
Mine's just as
15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
It doesn't. Wow.
Sorry, no.
Alright, then I'm just.
This is a guiding bolt.
Yeah.
It hit. No effect. You're like, oh, wow. its tough hide must have absorbed the minimal magical damage that
That's my turn.
Now, it is prone. Yay, on fire. Yay.
Finally, someone else.
You just stop, drop something.
He's staying on fire. He is getting up. You see, he gets up with what looks to be almost like a push-up. Like pushes up and then he's up. And he stops himself and he throws down his club, like sticks it like this into what looks to be a kind of a slate of large rock area. And then he lifts up his giant leg and foot and then boom, steps on it. Immediately catapulting forward a rolling rock as it
That's an interesting physics attack, yeah.
I like it.
No, I liked it.
Is it going?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, Earthbender. I love it.
For this, I do apologize. Now,
Oh dear.
Do you?
I'm going to have everyone, because it's it's big. It's big. It's about the size of that wall right there. Yup. And it's jagged, right? It's kind of flat, so it's bouncing all over within an area in a 30-foot line. Who here is within 30 feet of this thing? Hallelujah! Hallelujah! All right, so everyone that just raised their hand, the rolling rock is not only a beer, it's a deadly attack by stone giants. And you are now its victim. So, potential victim.
Yes.
Well, actually,
I like the rolling rock reference. Good luck, fam.
I would like you to roll me a DC 17 dexterity saving throw. Now,
Man, these DCs are high.
if you fail, I'm going to cut to the chase and give you my low end damage. 22 damage. Now, also, you will be falling prone as well. I already see one victim.
Okay.
I got 12.
Got that orc
Fuck outta
I
here.
got
juice
13,
right now,
but
FYI.
does this work with my shield master?
Rocks
evasion
are
or
hard
no?
to.
Yes.
So I'm
I
bouncing
Fucking
off
love
of
that
the-
shield, don't you?
That's the best feat ever.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Jason,
what is this?
not 20.
A nat 20?
They have to re-roll before.
You know what? Hold on to that, nat 20. Now, remember when we started and I said
I'm
skills
not getting eaten again.
will have benefit when doing nat 20 and definite negatives when nat 1s. Hold on to that nat 20. I'll get to you in the end, okay?
Yay.
You move out of the way with your shield by actually it hitting your shield and you and kind of bouncing you back a little bit. You're clear. You got hit. Yeah?
That's a 7.
Okay. Who's closest to you? You, right?
Yeah.
I would think so. Maybe. I don't know.
You see this rock just, I mean, it's going fast.
'Cause Poppy
Like
ran
this thing has a
fast.
motor on it. And you see it coming, and as it does, you feel a hand, and it's warm. You remember feeling warm when you were touched. And you move him out of the way of the rolling rock,
Belle taught me
saving you from getting hit. Poppy, immediately, I mean right after you are saved, you see Poppy take it square in the face.
Oh,
It
Poppers.
stops the rock. Now,
silver linings.
Yeah, it doesn't roll over me. I just.
it does roll on
Oh.
top of you.
Oh, shit.
Now you are prone. Yay. I'm gonna say that you are prone. Don't have to make a strength check to get this large piece of slate wall off of you. I'll give you that benefit. But you did just take 22 damage. So Poppy, I'm gonna ask, without asking, how you doing, champ?
I'm doing all right. I had 44 to start. I was at 39. So
Poppy's boss.
Well,
I
Not
would have
great.
a lot
thought
of us
about
would've
doing
been
the
dead.
inspiration
Yeah.
point, but
Oh,
I
God.
have to
You
roll a
would've been
14
so
You
or
would have been
over.
so
dead,
dead.
actually.
By the way, you haven't
because
heard
the
of
DC is so high.
once.
And I notice it now.
I mean, it's
Silent.
millisecond snaps in the back of your head every second you're fighting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so
Survival mode.
now Rolling
That's a
Rock
one.
has gone through.
Yeah. So.
Guess what? That was my turn. All right, you see he grabs the club back up. Morsi Ark Arnith. Anyone speak giant?
Nope.
Then moving on. All right, so
I like
Number
how Asher
two.
just answers for the whole group.
Yeah.
I took a poll earlier.
nope.
None of us-
Everybody,
I'm
no one.
assuming giant was what's on the.
I have a
thing now.
chart.
Oh, we'll see.
GM access on.
I'd like to do a ranged attack with my dagger, if possible, at the giant.
Do it to it. Dagger?
Dagger, yeah. No, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
What'd you get?
I got a 3 + 5, so an 8.
Would you like
Yeah,
to
you're
have
rolling great.
special new dice that won't roll bad?
I don't know. Let me talk to the rest of them. I've got a couple sets over here. Let me talk.
Get back from your elders.
Yeah,
All right.
we're gonna find out in a bit.
I'm trapping my cord. This is my cord.
Okay, so the dagger doesn't go off, but I still have bonus actions, and I would like to inspire my friend here. Be like, oh my god, you just saved my life. You are inspired.
I'm inspired.
You were born that way.
You get
Your
1d6 for 10 minutes on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Lathander's light is magical.
And it can be after the roll. You almost converted me there.
You know, Purple Worm, it was technically evening, and Lathander's light was not as powerful.
Here's the deal. You don't know why he's saying that because you never actually touched him.
No.
So,
Lathander's light is
Spooky.
woo, God stuff.
Save us.
Asher's trying to inspire.
Number 3.
All right.
I want bad poetry. Here it comes.
Okay, so
You have
I'm
negatives
still
on this roll
base
now.
to base, and I am going after him with a sword
just
that is
starts
still
there.
flaming, just like me. All right, yeah, I.
That was
do
not intentional to give you a flaming sword, but man,
But
is
yeah,
it good.
I'm gay. My character's gay. It's
Yeah.
all good.
I'm
This is a
gonna stop
circle of
looking at your
gay.
dice. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not a 1.
Awesome, but a miss.
All that
It
matters.
Oh,
is
we've
a
got the
This is
low
with your
Wheaton
sword?
effect
Yeah,
over
I
there.
riffed with my sword.
Okay, so you are within melee range.
Yeah, I'm base to base
Yeah, okay.
because I attacked him with the sword last time.
Yeah, and you got bumped with the shield, but
I think they just needed to be warmed up a little.
okay. Number 4.
So Ukuku is 40 feet up now.
He's coming like down like
Yeah,
a missile.
He's dive bombing.
Yeah, like this pearly white iridescent
And
missile.
he has flyby, and he can fly 60 feet. So I'm going to have him dive bomb at this giant
Ping off of him.
and slam his wings together, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp through him.
Oh, this is brilliant.
And then he's going to fly 20 feet off after delivery. So
That's
we'll
how
see.
you use a familiar.
We'll see if this works how I want. So I do have to roll attack on that. So he does have to hit. It's pretty good. So 23.
Hit.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, he swoops down and he gets like maybe right, towards his head and maybe back of the neck or something, and slams his wings together, and all the electricity comes shocking out of his wings, and then he flies off.
You see the giant right in front of actually
Yes.
Falcor. Like you see this thing, and then you look up and you see his owl up above, electrocuting this.
Even the owl's doing more damage.
I know.
Does 1 damage.
One damage is
Does
1
one
damage.
I mean, you're
I rolled
just pinged off of a giant.
Oh, really? Are you rolling low?
Yeah.
Is that a
well,
thing that's
I mean,
happened to you?
I rolled.
Is that a thing?
And then and that's it. And then that's
It
my
flies
turn.
off.
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
my
turn.
turn too. So.
And you're still at a 40 feet distance
I
away
am.
from the giant.
I'm actually. Is there anywhere I can go where I'm at half?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just maybe get behind a rock.
You kind of get behind the rock
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm
I
gonna
don't, yeah, I don't
cast
want
spells from
to.
a
I just
distance.
saw literally a deck or a balcony come flying out at my team, so I don't want to be. hit
I'm
with
hard of hearing. And with being hard of hearing, I make up words sometimes that I hear. Oftentimes they are vulgar. I just heard that.
Deck.
Thank you.
I replaced it with balcony. So
Okay.
I saw balcony flying. Hit one.
I think it was
Because
better
he's
with
from the
dick,
city
but
and there's
whatever.
balconies.
All
There are balconies.
Stone dicks flying.
Yes.
Alright.
A stone dick just
That's
flying
how it'll be
over.
written in
A
the.
patio, if you will. A
Push
patio.
the boulder off my tits.
Uh-huh.
Get up.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Do this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a great weapon, a sword attack, great sword attack on him.
Oh,
A great.
remember, you have 3 rolls
Yes.
that you get to change. I'm just saying.
Wait,
Is
and
that
so
total or each?
You can even grant them
okay,
3
good to know.
Total.
inspiration points, essentially.
Okay. That's a lot of pressure. Okay. 7 plus 6 is 13.
13 damage?
No, to hit.
Oh. Not gonna do it there, Poppy.
I'll use my one inspiration point then, because
You know what?
we need to
For
get
this-
this guy out.
I think that's a good move.
Yeah. Make that a 2. Please, God. That's better. That was a nat 19. Which, do I crit on those?
That is a crit.
Yeah, I do.
For you.
Crit
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, fighter.
Max damage.
All right, so
Amazing.
You see, as Poppy is running in, all right, you notice this red eyes, like red like an orc.
Dark side.
They actually trail, kind of.
ooh.
Anakin, no.
So max damage on that would be 12 plus 5.
17.
17 slashing damage from the greatsword for a crit. Okay. I'm going to action surge and do another attack.
Hell yes.
You see,
Yeah, you do.
she actually says something. Do you speak orc?
I do not.
Do you speak
Wait,
orc?
maybe
Anyone?
I do.
I think you do.
I think I do too. No, I do not.
No?
I don't.
She says something in orc. One word. Poppy, you don't even know you say this.
Oh,
But you
don't
say
speak
it.
Orcish either.
No, I do.
What's the one word you say?
Oh, I get to make it up?
Yeah.
I say fall.
In orcish.
An orcish. And I do one more attack. That'll hit. Nat 14 plus the 7.
20.
Thank you.
21 actually.
Thank you, math peeps.
21.
To hit.
To hit, yes.
And that's a hit.
All right, so then we're going to do 2d6.
That's fine.
That one's
Yeah.
cocked, but it was
It is.
almost a 6.
It's on.
So one of them was a 2, and I'll re-roll this one. Oh, it's a 6 again.
Still a 6.
So 6, 7, 8, plus
Gods are in your
5,
favor.
14.
Grumsh
13.
specifically.
13.
13.
Do you have the great weapon?
13 damage.
No.
I'm actually using
I have a great sword, but I didn't take the great weapon. fight.
13 damage, right?
Yes.
Yes. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
Mark off my second wind. And I'm very angry.
And you have left very angry, sizable wounds slashing onto the legs and forearms as you did make your way up the giant at one time, slashing at him with your greatsword, and you have totally taken a good amount of blood as it has sprayed upon you.
Gross.
Stone giants bleed.
Funny you should ask. Blue blood.
Ew.
Like Vulcans.
I have the great weapon fighting where I can reroll 1s and 2s. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah, that,
Okay,
I do
cool.
that.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
that's so good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So you are now look like just blue ink
Oh.
has
Yeah.
With red eyes.
Oh, well then maybe I
with
should
red
reroll
eyes.
that too.
Look
Is that why
very
you brought that up?
Braveheart.
I thought I saw you roll a 1.
No, it was a 2, but I guess I could reroll. I'll do it.
But
Yeah.
We'll
I
do it.
forgot.
Yeah.
Next time I'll remember.
Would she forget?
Great wedding
On
fighting
1s and
is
2s, you can
reroll
reroll.
1s or
For
2s.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to take the second roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's cool for now. That's good.
I'm gonna try and guiding bolt it again
You see her eyes go back to normal.
for 20 to hit.
Remember you're
It's a hit. Guiding bolt hasn't let you down.
And I'm casting it at second level, so I get 5d6. So 8. $23
Yes.
23 damage.
radiant.
Smite that ass.
And now we get advantage on attacks against him until the end of my next turn because he's glittering.
Isn't it the next attack versus all the attacks afterwards?
It's the next attack.
The immediate next attack. I forget.
There's a lot of things.
Oh yeah, the next attack roll.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. 'Cause otherwise, that's busted.
Yeah, no, next attack roll.
Very good.
You see, as this giant takes the sword damage from Poppy
Glitter
in her
bomb.
fit of orcish rage, you see he is also hit in the face, because that's what it was exposed at the time, by what looks to be this white light, and then you see shining down on the giant a glittery gold like spotlight. And yeah, it's kind of like glowing around him now. You see all this makes the giant try to turn. So he is fleeing. His morale has made him want to save his life instead of go on and possibly put himself in further danger, because he is now really badly hurt. So he is trying to flee. Whoever's base to base, Poppy, Falcor,
Yeah.
you get opportunities of
And
attacks.
do we get advantage because they're the next attacks from the...
Which you would.
Correct.
Because you're 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct, but Poppy
Just one per,
would
yeah.
not.
Yeah, right. It's just the
I missed.
Okay, I have 26 to hit, which is 1d8.
Set it on fire.
again.
4. Alright, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 7 is 18 points of damage.
Nice.
4 fire and 14 slashing.
Such a good team.
So you see the fire light him up in the back. He's still burning, and I have been giving damage to the fire that's been on his face. It stays contained to the wound site.
Ew.
I mean, it will spread if something moves
Like
on.
an accelerant.
Yeah, like an accelerant or anything. But it's like magical fire. It's staying there, right? Until he takes time to fucking put it out. So you see, he did get his back good. And he does step off. And by step off, I mean he does one of these like giant leaps.
Yeah.
40 feet away, he lands. And then that is his movement.
He's 40 feet away now?
Yeah.
He Hulk leapt. Trademarked by Marvel.
Frederick!
Yay.
Knew I should have taken the
Frederic?
sentinel feet.
Yes, that looks good.
There's not a whole lot I can do at this moment as an action. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bonus action and inspire whoever's closest to him.
To
Oh, I
the
forgot
giant?
To the giant.
inspiration.
No, that would be Falcor and Poppy.
Okay, I will inspire Poppy at this point. You have a D6, and I'm just gonna be like that blue blood and the way it sparkles off with the sunlight on your armor. Ugh, so good.
Yes.
It accentuates.
That's right. I have an inspiration that I forgot.
It's filled with innuendo. Trust me.
Jeez.
And then let's see. I then.
The D6 on your tray.
I think that's all I can do right now.
All right.
Remind myself.
So you have inspired Poppy.
I
Yep.
forget what I can use.
However, Poppy, 40 feet away, just 40 feet away. You don't think he's going to be stopping.
Is this difficult terrain probably too? Yeah.
So, why he leapt is because the jagged earth
Because he's gonna call us.
from this point forward is going to slow your movement. Now, it probably doesn't slow his,
Yeah, that's fine.
but it's going to slow yours down to half.
By the way, those things last for 10 minutes, so you don't have to use them in the fight.
Well, or we'll use them in lunch.
So now it's Faklar's turn, right?
Yep. Okay,
Right.
so
Don't suppose you got a flaming bow.
I mean, you hardly saw him land. You were like, where is he going, right? He leapt.
I do have a crossbow, but I can't get that going in time. So
Okay.
I'm going to go after him with a javelin.
Okay.
And so
It's a pretty big target.
Yeah.
okay,
I'm not going to give advantage. You can get out of here.
No, not for advantage.
I missed. I whiffed. I rolled
The
a 2.
wind.
You hear off in the distance the echo of as it bounces off rocks.
Did it hit the goat?
I am going to hold my action. If he turns to fight, if he comes back towards the party at all, my action is going to be
No
shooting
action.
him with chill touch. I'm
Okay.
gonna cast chill touch on him. So, but as long as he's leaving, I'm just waiting. Yeah. So that's it.
Very well.
All right. I gently drop my sword at my side, flip my longbow over, and I'll try to aim and do a longbow shot at him. Because I didn't like getting crushed by a rock. And 13 plus 5.
That's a hit.
All right. Longbow is a d8.
Off in the distance.
7 damage, piercing. And I'm going to take this opportunity to bonus action a second wind. So you kind of see me, I kind of went a little feral for a minute. I kind of recollect myself and I look a little bit more civilized. And I'm going to roll a d10. and
The
add a
veins
to it.
in her forehead and eye go down.
That's good.
7 plus 4, so
10.
it's 10
11.
points back. 11. Yes.
7 plus 4 is 11.
Oh, yeah.
That could be the difference. So, and then-
It was the same one you did last
I
time.
have a
Oh,
calculator.
I keep knocking
Yeah.
one off.
and I'm losing another arrow probably too. So we'll just. All right.
Good shot.
Good shot indeed. What do you got there? What's Lathander gonna do for you now?
Gonna try and shoot him in the back again.
With
Guiding bolt.
so
Forget your inspiration.
cleric.
Ah, I'll see if I need it. 17 plus 7.
24.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. That's a hit.
I'm just
I thought you were
not
gonna be
the
like,
only one that does
That's
that.
not gonna hit.
It says it out loud so other people can help me with the math.
I'm doing that at second level still, so let's see. Well, those are 2 1s. That's not great. 8, 15 radiant,
Okay.
and then that's it.
So as this thing leaps, you see Poppy go ding ding. You saw a javelin. Miss, arrow hit, off in the distance, and then you see this streak of like white light. It looks like a bullet. And then you see it go, and then it kind of falls on its knees real quick as it gets up and then starts running on these rocks away further. Now,
Yes,
it
it
is
does.
80 feet away from you all. I don't know what your abilities are.
Yeah, I think we're.
This takes you into disadvantage land. So,
Well.
with her.
this thing you see, it's blue glowing runes off in the way distance on its arm, and you all saw the glowing runes too, disappear.
I want
And
to
with this battle ending, we will find out what you all did to recover. But we are going to take our mandatory union break by the coalition.
Unite!
Yes.
Welcome back. We enjoyed our specially homemade jam and bagels,
That was good.
as well as a slight bathroom break. And now let's get to the serious crux of the matter. You all are standing there, watching the giant glide off over these rocks, hopping from rock to rock, and then disappearing off in the distance. That's when you hear behind you all.
I
about
need
to
Okay.
You turn, and not a mere 15 feet away from you, you see about, I'd say, a table-sized piece of rock that's kind of leaning up against the wall of another jutted rock, and then pinned underneath it is Kazukuru. Immediately, your stomach just begins to sink deep because you realize that the rock is holding him together. And that's the only reason he's still alive. You see, he looks to you, life faded in his eyes.
Can I lay on hands and fix him?
You can certainly try.
Oh, I'm
We
screaming
tried-
for you.
Yeah.
Take the rock off first.
No.
No, fix first.
Fix
then
first,
remove
then
the
rock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna inspire you to do that too.
You can probably do it in unison, and that's what's going to need to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Okay.
what
I
I'm gonna do.
think-
Shamira, we got to do this
Yeah,
together.
I'm gonna assist Faclor in healing,
Yeah.
and we're gonna.
You're
time
gonna
it
help me
so
with
that
the rock.
Here's the thing,
Poppy lift.
and here's the quandary. If one of this organized movement fails, the monkey will cease to be. So, it's an immediate left heel, it's like the Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure to do this all at the same time. If not, it will not be able to be healed because it won't be a living thing. So,
You're still inspired? You're inspired? You're inspired?
Okay.
We're all inspired, except for me.
You're not
Now-
inspired. You're
Can I borrow a dice, please?
yes. I'm glad you asked. Use this one. It has benefited me in the past.
Thank you.
Now, the first person we're going to go to is the person lifting the rock. Now, you have advantage?
I have no
inspiration.
inspiration. Yeah.
Excuse
Yes.
me.
So you have a D6 to add to it.
You also have legit inspiration.
Right.
Now, this is, like I said, table size, right? I'm going to give you have to get a 12 or better.
Okay.
Strength check.
Strength or athletics.
Let's go athletics.
Okay. I rolled 10. I have a +4.
Hold that thought. Now, we're going to go to who? The healer?
I
Okay.
think they're going to heal.
We're
Yeah.
healing together.
Simultaneously?
Yeah. Do you want us to roll simultaneously?
Do you have to roll to heal?
No.
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 No,
I
you
didn't know
don't.
if you wanted it to be like a skill check
But
or something.
the healing isn't what we're looking at. We're looking at the reaction. So I want your dexterity to be basically the reason of your reaction, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's an easy roll. Both of you have to get this because you're right there, right?
Yeah.
Now you also have inspiration, yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give you advantage. You're right there near the monkey, right?
Yep.
You have Kazukuru there. I mean, his little rib cage, you could see like breathing rapidly. Life is in his eyes is fading fast. So you're right there. Both of you like looking together, and you're like clear. Okay. As that rock lifts, if one of you fails,
It's it.
that's it. Okay. This is a joint effort.
19.
You see the monkey gives this gasp as you raise the rock up. You see his chest like magically inflate and fix right before your eyes. He had just enough life in him for that millisecond. That God has healed him.
Gods.
Gods has
High five.
healed him, working together in a celestial way. This monkey looks up and he climbs up you and he hugs your neck like
Yeah,
you
me
have
too.
never had him hug.
How many hit points does he?
He has 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So,
He's full.
By the
I
way,
just needed to know how many lay on hands.
I didn't have her, after I realized how much damage I did, I forgot to tell her to roll a saving throw for Kazookaru, not just her. So I rolled it. He actually passed, so that was good. So
So is Poppy looking really like?
I'm a little battered.
She's
Poppy
rough?
looks
her
like
face.
Braveheart right
Yeah.
Like her face got hit by a semi.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 hit points back with lay on of hands also.
Thank you.
After I finish loving my monkey, speaking in fervent to the monkey, like just being like, "Oh, thank God you're alive." I start kissing you. I start kissing you. I start kissing you. It's a big Bard love fest,
Frederick goes around passing out the love. I mean,
and just
hugging.
tight hugs and just. I
so
don't care.
as you come to actually Lathander, or excuse me,
Backlore.
Chantea.
Oh, Shantae.
Tia.
Yeah, I got that right. So it comes to you, right? And you see the monkey grabs out and grabs onto your holy symbol. Does the same thing to the cleric. This is a recognition of something divine. And you notice it and put it in the back of your head as something.
He's been touched
Yeah.
by divinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I burned
If he
some
starts
of my
getting
hops
vitiligo,
as an
I'm gonna
offering for
be happy.
Shantia as my way that I do this.
Me too. 'cause that's
Since
another
we
thing
didn't
that we
actually
can-
get to eat, do you guys want to take a short break and eat and
Yes.
hit dice
Yeah.
instead of lay on hands?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I will say this encounter, while it was short, the recovery, you know how it goes if you've ever been in any type of emergency situation. Like, there's like a lot of time spent, but like those milliseconds are what it's all
Yeah.
about and surrounding. So the recovery, I'm going to tell you, right now it's put in a position of about probably, I'd say 2:33 in the afternoon.
So we might as well
Take
take
a-
camp.
Oh.
And I will tell you, it was gray skies when the giant attacked, and it was lunch. Right now, darker skies. And yeah,
Yeah.
okay, it's 1,500 out,
Yeah.
but you know what? It's the mountains, and the cloud coverage just blocks out the light. It is starting to get even chilly. So it's summer, and you are
You want to
cold.
help me set up a tent,
Yeah.
make
Are we-
camp?
Yeah,
camping
we're gonna
for the
camp
night?
for the night, I think. Yeah.
As you look to your fire that once was.
He's
Right,
very delicate.
I want to keep the stone giant's tooth. How much does it weigh?
Oh, you find the stone giant's tooth.
Well,
like a-
yes,
doesn't
you do.
Frederick have the bag?
Yeah. Can I keep it?
It's a molar, and it's about the size of that.
Oh, then I can totally keep that.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in my
It's,
bag.
I mean,
How
that's
heavy is it?
big.
Big tooth.
That's about, I'd say, a good
I mean, it's like
pounder.
this.
Yeah. I'm keeping it. It's a trophy.
Nice.
I'd say pound, 2 pounds, yeah.
Okay.
Could make like a pauldron out of it, probably.
Yeah, I'm keeping
I
it.
don't think that's his goal.
I might
Don't.
embed it into
Okay.
a chest plate.
Yes.
I'm not turning anything dirty.
I was not thinking that.
Sure you weren't.
I'm not a bard anymore. I'm a
It's like
paladin.
ivory. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
right?
Whittle it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All right.
I could
Now,
carve it into something.
now that we've discussed this, let's move on. And you all are staying at this site for a camp, correct?
Should we move a little bit farther so the bad guy doesn't know where we are and send his friends?
I think they'll know where we are anyway. I think this is their territory. but-
Yeah, it's not like we're gonna get farther than they can reach us.
It's true.
He moved pretty fast.
He did.
I think we should set watches though.
No, definitely.
Alright.
So just to be sure.
So you're moving how far away?
No.
I kind of block you guys out when you're in
Yeah.
discussion. Like, do you notice that, by the way? I'm sorry, I do it. Like, I'm thinking of
The
other
group
steps
decided
in
We're
to
this
gonna
process.
find a like, not too far away, but not where all of the boulders are. and the patios that were
So
flying
you didn't
at us.
see any round boulders this thing was throwing ever,
Yeah, he was
really.
just pulling chunks.
Means
of
He was
Jack-
pulling
No, but
chunks
I mean,
of
I'm imagining this whole area is now
just slate.
like, yeah, we could find like a flatter, smoother,
We're gonna go to a place that
Area.
hasn't been
destroyed
broken
by
up by
yeah,
him.
Exactly.
That's a little more sturdy.
Place
We
where the
don't-
beer
yeah.
flows.
We don't know that this place is very structurally sound anymore. Maybe with all the
It's like you get onto a jagged little piece and you're looking. It's like
a field.
it's jagged like all over. There's no escaping this
Yeah.
until you get to about the base of that mountain you're going to, and you're not quite there yet. You have
Do we
another
see any
day's
nice,
travel.
tall, jagged ones that would shelter us a little bit?
Yes, you actually do, and you see that. Well, this would be a nice little area. Like we'd have cover from the rain and stuff like that, and then you remember, like a flashback, all of you, the giant's foot coming down on that thing, and you're like, I don't know. So it's up to you. Would you like to risk taking shelter underneath a
If
little?
we have a watch, we might be able to.
Yeah, I think we need to have a watch. I think this
Yeah.
is better anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than being exposed completely.
This area, by the way, has small. This area that you're in right now has like the stone is like pitted, and rain has collected in the stone. So you see several little tiny pools
of water.
of water just sitting there. So if you need water,
No.
no fish.
They're puddles.
Only
Yeah.
person
Not the
to
other
bait
one.
his hook with a fish and catch a worm. By the way.
That's good. That's good. A little backwards, but it
You never thought of
That's
that,
how
right?
you
Like,
roll. No, not until just now.
right.
so you all are going underneath to take shelter from, okay, the elements, if you will. Good, wise choice, all of you, because
So we don't want to
within
set up the tent.
within
We
minutes,
might not need it.
are you setting up a tent?
If we're sheltered under a
You are sheltered and
outcropping, we don't
protected
need
from
it.
winds and
Oh,
stuff.
then,
in
yeah.
this
Then it
area.
would just
It's
obstruct
like
visibility.
it's like kind of pieces formed together with you able to kind of take shelter, right? Like
Okay, it's
jagged
like
rocks.
Pride Rock situation.
Yes. Yeah,
Nice.
Copyrighted Disney.
copyrighted.
They have the most intense copyright lawyers.
Love Disney. Okay, so anyways,
So no tent.
Before we like settle down and anyone starts like sleeping, I'm gonna cast I'm gonna ritually cast alarm on the area.
how far out
Nice.
are you able
Basically, if whatever's coming over us, I'm gonna use that as a center point, and then it's a 20-foot cube.
to? Okay,
So,
good call. So alarm is cast. Within
and I'm gonna
minutes.
exclude all
Totally.
of us from trigger.
Okay, all right.
So, obviously,
You don't think I'd realize that?
I don't know if I have
Is
to
that
say
something
it or,
you have to
I don't
say?
know if I have to say it or not.
You
I guess
know-
I'm not gonna say it.
Better
One of
safe
us
than
gets up
sorry.
to pee, the alarm goes off.
Yep, and had you not said it,
Oh, sorry guys, my bad.
Listen, okay. So,
What kind of
okay,
jerk
good.
DM do
We're
you
good.
think I am? I saved your monkey. All
I
right.
appreciated it. I really
Do
did.
you make
Thank you,
it
thank you.
out loud though, so we could all hear it if it goes off, or in your brain?
I make it.
Audio.
Yes, it's an audible alarm. It sounds like a bell being ding 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 ding
Like a
for 10
cowbell?
seconds. Within 60 feet, you can hear it. So, yeah. All right.
Within minutes of setting up your little camp, putting out your bedrolls, getting kind of stuff situated to clean weapons and stuff, armor for you, the wind starts kicking up. It gets to the point where it's like, I'm talking hurricane-like winds.
Duh.
You see little small stones even getting just pelting the side of, and then you're like, the pits in the rocks. This is what it's from, right? These super high winds that roll into this area, and it just starts pelting. If you did not take shelter, you'd be subjected to multiple attacks by small little bullet-like stones. So good on you for taking shelter and not going above.
Yay.
Yay on you. So, y'all are staying the night, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna song a rest as we're resting.
Now, give me an order of rest, like who's up for watch.
I'll take first watch because I'm at full.
Do we want to go in pair?
You want to see a dickhead DM move? Watch this. Each one of you that is on guard is tired from the battle and journey here. So, on your watch, you're going to roll me a save, and I'm going to see if you stay awake for your guard post.
Nice.
Jeez.
So are we going in pairs or
No.
just singular watches?
Break it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to make
Alright.
sure we all get a full rest, essentially.
And it is windy this whole time during the night.
And Poppy, you should take last watch because you were the most
Just give me an order.
fucked
Okay.
up.
I kind of
Who's
rebuilt
first?
my bandages a little bit.
Fackler's going first.
So what?
Facklor's going first. All right. So you go 1st. Everyone conks out. I'm going to say you immediately get your rest. You need to roll for me a Constitution saving throw. Now, I'm going to give you, because you are definitely a highly alert person, okay? I'm going to give you advantage on this roll. Not a problem. However, you are very exhausted. You need to get at least...
Are you looking at what my modifier is to decide? I got it right here.
A
I'm
one.
going to say a 13,
13.
because it's unlucky.
Well, the way my dice have been rolling, that might be good for me. All right, so 19.
You are... Who wants coffee? Like, you are wide awake, right?
A hangover.
It's early in the night,
Combat
so
secure.
Yeah.
it's almost late for half of your shift even. But everyone conks out. I mean, they're snoring. You can hear it over the pebbles sometimes hitting the rock.
Snuggling
Everyone's
with my
really
monkey.
tired. Yeah, you're snuggling with your monkey.
It's not a euphemism.
Good job, Fackler. Who's number 2 on this watch? I would like you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, getting at least a 13.
13.
Yeah.
Don't need to
Wins.
overdo it.
You stay
The bare
awake
minimum.
for your shift.
Minimum effort.
Who's next? Good.
Get advantage because you're on a high from
I
monkey
was distracted by
resurrections.
the frog.
I will tell you, you get advantage because you do not want to suffer a loss like you did today, almost.
Nope. Don't want to do that again.
I got a little buddy to keep me awake.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you guys are having conversations.
Oh yeah, I'm speaking infernal to this little monkey. It's just like it's this weird thing we have.
Knocking
Right?
Jeez Louise!
It'll hurt when he does that.
It's gentle, like it's not gonna be like shouting.
It's like telling someone you love them in German, right?
So it's like this.
No matter what, it sounds angry.
Oh yeah, no, it's creepy. It's
Yeah,
whispered
Jesus.
as hell.
That won't give me nightmares.
Alright, let me see.
Demon monkey.
Abilities.
Constitution. That's a
Thank God
17.
these 2 gods saved your life. Hey, let's speak devil talk. Go ahead.
17.
That's awake, and you are good. I would like you now to roll for me a D100.
I don't like that.
I don't know. Weren't you the one that found the goat?
No.
Oh.
Well, no, I was.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think all of my luck got taken out with the one goat thing.
25 and below, let me know.
That's 57, so I don't need to let you know anything.
No, you don't.
Except that it was 57.
Some of those 57.
She, by the way, is the witching hour, almost. She, at the end of her shift.
Makes sense.
End of his shift.
Oh, his shift, yes. All right, so, who is next?
Do we have 2 more watches or 1?
We have 2 more watches.
Okay.
Asher wasn't hurt.
I'm going next.
Am I owl stand watch?
Yeah. Well, no, I was just like,
How long
many,
was
how are we,
each
like, how long was each watch? Yeah, I just was curious. So here we go.
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
each
it's sleep.
watch.
Oh, my goodness.
God, you are the
I have
most
the alarm up.
unreliable
You're
person.
the alarm up.
Yeah,
sure. You're the
In the back of your
worst.
head, you're like, these guys don't know I'm on top of them. Now, the winds are just... And you're hearing the rhythmic hitting of these rocks, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh
Yeah,
man,
it's
that
like a
reminds me of,
yeah.
you know,
Oh,
school.
and he
I was
realizes
learning.
how comfortable Shamira's cloak is that he still has. He's like, this is like
I'm like, I've got the alarm.
crushed, like until
You
we
doze
lace.
off. Now, do me a favor and roll.
It's like heavy
A
fur
D100.
and velvet.
You're going to have to get a 40 or above.
Fuck.
to not have an encounter.
32.
God damn
I
it,
found the
Asher.
goat.
Damn it, Asher!
I found the
Awesome.
goat.
Now he's never going to be allowed on watch again.
While you have,
Which was
you
done
know,
on purpose.
you have limited exposure to the elements, right? You are in somewhat of a
Yeah,
little
more like that,
lean-to
though.
cave kind of deal, but not a cave.
Yeah.
You're asleep. Everyone's asleep,
Yeah, it's nice. It's quiet. We have the alarm up.
right?
I have like the little, I put
Now-
like the little sign out front that said this.
Do not
This rock
disturb.
cave is protected by and then-
Magic.
Asher.
No
Lord's
turn down
faith.
service.
No solicitors.
Yeah.
I've got that. It's good.
Solicitors will be shot on sight.
I used to have a sign on my apartment that said, "Don't knock on my door to talk to me about God. I don't knock on your door to talk about whiskey and vibrators." Do I?
Yeah.
Do you?
I could.
I mean, I kind of would be okay with that.
I could.
Living in the apartments and you live in.
Oh,
The
See,
Mormons and the Jehovah's
Do we
Witnesses,
get
you
this
get
skull
everything
dice
that.
again?
we know.
That's where I lived. You want the sign?
No.
That's why I
But
bought
the
it.
skull dice are going to represent a number of now.
Oh.
So,
All right. Number of goats.
Goat,
I
goat,
think you'll
goat.
kill me
Goat.
if I brought that home.
It's not a goat.
Sure, it's a goat.
It's not the goat.
Sure, it is.
He's counting a lot.
Whose side are you on?
On our side, but
You sure?
that's not the sound a goat makes. Call me crazy. Goats don't sound like that.
be patient.
We are literally sitting on the edges of our seats on pins and needles.
No, but all of the characters
Hey, do
are
you know what
literally
happens when
asleep.
a monster attacks a sleeping character?
Oh, they get advantage, I
They
think.
do.
Yeah,
Dude.
because the player is technically.
Prone.
But wouldn't
Or
the alarm
Incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
give us some warning?
Yeah.
So maybe it could get like half advantage.
Strange enough, half advantage is a straight roll.
Yeah, it would probably just cancel it out if the alarm went off. If the alarm goes
If anything besides
off.
us
I wanna
moves
say that I'm
within
snuggling
20
you.
feet,
That's cool with me.
Okay.
it's gonna be like
Hey, look, monkey between us.
That's cool.
air raid
Sure.
siren going
Leave room
off. You
for
know what I mean?
You said creatures, though.
If any
So-
creatures, yeah. It could be even tiny. Yeah,
You could get shot
that's true.
from a distance.
Don't give him ideas.
She didn't.
He already figured that
He
out.
had a chart he was looking at.
So,
He read the rules.
yeah.
Oh no.
I read all the rules. Once at least.
All right.
Okay. You're sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
sure,
Mm-hmm.
but so is everyone else. So that being said, I went ahead and rolled a number
Yeah,
to select who amongst you
Yeah. I'm really not comfortable with the fact
gets
that you
hit
keep
by the
looking at me.
test arrow.
yeah.
That person was Poppy.
Sorry, Pops.
As you're sleeping, right?
Big orc snores.
Question though.
Yes.
Have I got a full rest at this point? Or am I still stayed stasis?
You are not at full
Okay.
rest.
Oh damn! I already clicked it.
If I was nice, I'd say yes, but I'm not.
I did mention a Song of Rest earlier, so that would give you an additional healing of 3 hit points.
And then, did we do lay on hands?
No, you didn't, because we were rolling hit
Yeah.
dice instead.
But we never did roll hit dice.
No.
Because
No,
we
we
haven't
took a long
completed
rest
the rest
instead.
yet.
Yes. So, but just plus 3.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna roll these one day. All right.
Oh, damn.
This is with advantage, Poppy.
Biggest target always gets.
Take 5 damage.
Ooh.
As you are woken up to the sound of the alarm, and then black shafted javelin
Shit.
That looks familiar.
in your shoulder, and it's actually like spiked to anchor into your arm.
We're under attack.
So, that being said, I told you how much damage you took, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Damn it, Asher.
you have that 5 damage, and you're going to have disadvantage to any attack unless you can get this thing out with a, I'm going to say, strength check? Yeah,
Yeah.
What did you just...
We're under attack.
strength check. And we're under attack.
Okay.
Are we
With-
Rolling an ish.
Well,
Are we
that's when
keeping
you
it?
hear orcs. You've heard them before. You don't understand them, but you're hearing several of them coming up to you in the darkness. You have no fire,
God damn it, Asher.
We're not supposed to have a
and you
fire.
see their red
We're
eyes
sleeping.
trailing in the dark, coming to you. And your heart is a pounding. Let's roll initiative.
Light.
I get first. Yay! Thanks, Asher.
Worst
This
guard.
makes sense.
Ever.
Worst DM. I'm sorry.
Worst guard ever.
Okay. Who has over 20?
You're seeing 3 figures, by the way. 3.
20.
Who has 15 to 20?
17.
Woo-hoo.
10 to 15?
I
5
got
to 10.
5.
5.
Well,
5.
she's clearly.
My dex is 12. What's yours?
My dex is
Oh, she's got it.
16.
Okay.
That's it. We're
You're
ready.
still number 5.
All right. Now, my orcs, 3 of them, are moving into your area. They are not going to be able to attack you this round, unfortunately. The alarm and stuff woke you up.
How
and
far away are they?
Right now, they're, I'm going to say 15 feet away from you.
Okay, so we can see them.
Because
Correct.
they set the
Okay.
alarm on ours.
Now, one of them already threw his javelin. The other 2 didn't, so they aren't in melee range. Range. But they are going to attempt to do the same thing to some of you. I'm going to roll my special die.
But you get
Fair
for falling,
justice.
Fair enough.
This is justice.
Fair enough.
falling asleep on duty.
Listen, I
Can't complain.
Listen.
All right,
Wizards
I'm gonna
use
be-
their magic to supplement many areas of their life.
Apparently, that's what I've been hearing.
Asher, 21.
To hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits me.
Barely.
That's
Take 8 damage
Nice.
as this thing is
That
anchored
hurts.
into your like
I
left
don't
shoulder.
think he's going to be passing that strength check.
Consistent.
Ah!
And it is so heavy it almost brings you down with
like
it
pinned to the
because
floor.
it's stuck on you.
How could they throw this?
How could they throw this? Now let's see. The other one's gonna throw 2. Let's see who he hits. Asher,
Yes, nice.
1 got you.
Yeah.
Falcor, as you notice, oh my God, as you're getting the sleepies kind of out of your eyes, you know how you're waking up and you're kind of adjusting your sight? Yeah. I mean, you're not doing like morning routine, but you hear another flying through there and you know that sound. And you, javelin block complete. Shield has protected you. Good job.
Gotta get me one of those.
Shield bless.
Shield master.
So that's what you say every
And
time.
it
Shield
is
master.
now your turn number 2.
Okay, first of all,
Don't first of all me.
we're going to use a bonus action to bring
It's
out
gonna be a great bow. All right. Good.
no, to bring out a spiritual weapon right behind the guy that I can actually see. You said the other ones are still far off.
No, all 3 of them are 15 feet away from you.
Oh, I'm putting the spiritual weapon right in the middle of those guys. Just
Those are the ones you can see.
yeah.
Now, how can you see these? Do you have a fire lit?
No, we see them from the red eyes.
Disadvantage!
I'm gonna cast light on my
trailing.
breastplate.
Yeah, you got eyes.
Don't you get to automatically make an attack with your spiritual weapon when it comes out?
I think it gets an attack
it
right
does.
away.
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Okay, cool.
It does. But no, I'm casting light on my breastplate.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna attack with my spiritual weapon on the first guy that threw a javelin.
It's like a soft glow white lights up her chest.
And that is
Like E.T..
That's a lot to hit. It's like
What'd you get?
17
What'd
plus
you get?
7.
You know it's a
24.
fucking hit.
That's
She
what
knows it's a hit.
Yeah.
I said it was a hit, and you're like,
Stop
helping
playing
her with her
games.
math.
I said it was gonna be a hit, and you're like, well, what'd you
Just get her
get?
a
Good shot. Damage.
I think.
6. Not great.
You can touch it. I'm not too precious about it.
Not bad either. Are you two playing tummy sticks over there? What's going on?
That's my
Well-
turn. I'm done.
All right.
Backlor and Frederick were cuddling, but
Yeah, we were cuddling.
Number 3.
Frederick.
Interrupting your cuddle.
Interrupting my cuddle. Damn it.
Wiping drool off his face.
Yeah. So first thing I do is I like try and put Kazukuru like underneath my arm so he's protected by myself, like a little football carry. Because I'm not losing him for a third friggin' time in the last 24 hours.
Next time I won't be so forgiving.
Maybe
I
we should put
understand
him
that,
in a
which is
tank.
why I'm doing that.
A little bulletproof tank.
Well, he's got really cute clothing, but we'll move on.
Bulletproof it.
We need to get him some armor. I am going to find the closest one I can see.
There's 3.
There's 3.
Oh, by the way, light is a 30-foot area.
Correct.
Yeah.
You see
So I can
them.
see them. So I'm going to.
And now that you can see them, you see they are wearing hide armor. They are now you're comparing the skin color maybe to Poppy's skin color. These are more brown. Like they're very blendy into the environment, which is kind of odd. And then they have some sort of paint just all over their face and arms.
what color?
It's like white, so it's kind of got that like I don't know, white birch look to them.
Okay. I want to use.
Mind you, I'm
my-
colorblind, so I don't know what that really is.
Oh, right.
My dagger,
I can see it.
and I'm gonna throw it at the closest one I can see. Let's see, 17 plus 5, which is 22. And
That's a hit.
That's a hit. So I'm going to also, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one of your bardic inspirations, which would be my last one, and I would deal a 2d6 extra psychic damage to that target. So I'm sitting here with my last little bonus action because I'm assuming I also didn't get a
This
full
a
rest
fresh
yet.
orc.
Yes.
The one on the left has been attacked already. By
Right. So this is
her.
the fresh one.
So you, Frederick, are going to attack middle or right side one. The right side's closer to you.
The right side one then.
All right.
Because I did say that it was going to be that. So it's a d4 plus 2d6.
Do it to it.
Ooh, that's 13 plus 3. It's 16 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
It's good for a dagger.
What does it look like when it dies?
So I would essentially just have woken up as a different Frederick. And there's no cheery smile. There's no happiness to it. It's just the dagger went right in. And all of a sudden you see it go down like this as the dagger goes in. And then it starts to clutch its head. And it starts to scream and clutch its head as it falls to the ground and dies.
That was hot.
Yeah. I think Frederick's a little
Alarm
crabby.
number 2.
Not a morning person.
Alright, and
You know
I think
this is
that's
going
the
to
end
come
of
with repercussions.
And that's the end of my turn, because I
All
think
right.
that was use of my bonus action and action.
Good job. The middle orc definitely noticed his orc tribe member go down like that. Like, you just saw his look like, oh. Like,
I don't know
whoops.
about that.
But orcs never give up. Asher, right now, you have sticking in you a very long, heavy javelin. Barbed. Now, your action would be to remove said javelin. Or suffer disadvantage to any action you take.
I'm weak. So
Word.
word.
Yeet!
Future fishing
So I'm
pole.
thinking right now that my magic is probably
Where's your
stronger
fishing
than-
pole now, you
Yeah.
son of a gun?
Can I cast? I want to cast Mage Hand, and have the Mage Hand. I think he could do a better job than me
Your
at
mage
pulling
hand
this
is
thing out
stronger
of me.
than Your mage hand is
Do you
stronger
need
than
to
you?
do
Maybe
semantic components?
Yes.
Thought so. That would be a myriad of magical gestures with your hands. Meaning, I'm going to say, if you can roll me.
You want me to roll percentage or something?
No.
Okay. Dex?
It's going to be a 10. Okay? Because you have to do this and then make a triangle
Right.
where then your hand goes in and then you control the mage hand. Right? You need to do this with that in your shoulder. So I'm going to say, roll me a 10 or better, and you're golden.
It's a
And
middle,
that's
middle
going to be
number.
in. Yeah, let's do athletics.
That was a very physician odd thing. With the,
Oh, position odd.
I didn't
That
want
was
to
a good
copyright
roll.
infringe.
11.
It's like
Can't do that because you have a giant fucking javelin in your shoulder. All right, so
No, but you can now use your mage hand.
you can now use your mage
Yeah,
hand
so
to
I'm
grab
gonna- Yeah, I'm gonna manipulate it
it. Totally got him with a high five.
and see if he can grab it, and I'm just gonna have it try and just pull it out. I'm
gonna
with
say it
the
does it.
along with the bars.
I'm gonna
right?
just-
It's going.
I bless you,
you know.
DM powers that are granted
All
to me.
right, and then I am going to.
The DM gods.
I'm going to bonus action. Is there a place that looks safer than where I'm at?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. You're not gonna get that bonus action. I'm sorry.
What? No bonus action?
Not this turn.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna.
You're just like
Stay.
hide. Like that's what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah,
actual
okay.
like looking.
I
Not the-
wanted to misty step to a
I
safer
bet you did.
place.
You know, I'll allow it because you're
All right, I'm gonna.
weak
I'm
and
just
skinny.
gonna misty step best I can out of their visual, where they're looking at. You
There's
know
a
what I mean?
place over there near Poppy, behind Poppy.
Yeah, that
specifically,
sounds
that
good.
You're like,
I'm
this
just
is
like
much
this.
better.
I'm just like.
Behind Poppy is a great place.
Yeah, I hide behind Poppy.
like, so you just
I just
in front of their
misty step.
eyes, yeah.
Considering
You disappear.
she's the size of like 3 Ashers.
right.
Number 5.
And my arms just, my hands
So, short rest requirements were met, not long rest.
I'll give you short
Okay.
rest only.
All right. So
If you take the short rest
Then you don't get
as
the
a group, then you don't get the full rest when you go back to bed.
I don't need a full rest, so I'm
But
okay with
Poppy does.
sacrificing for a short
The
rest.
bard does too.
Yeah.
So vote upon it now, really quickly, before Poppy's
wait,
turn.
what was the question? I was
Before-
reading.
Do we want a
Before your
short or a
turn,
long? Because
we
if
can
we
only
take a
do
short,
one.
then we don't get the long.
It is more beneficial to me to have a short.
Okay.
Well, I mean, long for everybody, right?
No.
Yeah, because of spell slots.
Yeah, spell slots are where I'm at with it. And bardic inspiration. I have none of that left. And that only refuels on a walk.
Then I'll just keep on plugging. That's fine.
Okay.
I use second wind. I
close
use
are you to
accent
me?
surge.
How close is
we're
Poppy
probably
to me?
fairly close to
Poppy?
everybody.
Yeah,
You're
you're
We're all right next
within
to each other.
5
Okay.
to 10 feet.
Got it.
All right.
I got your back.
Don't write a diary.
We're within helpful distance.
Yeah.
I grunt, stand up,
Try your
strength.
strength.
Ugh. What, strength or athletics or just strength raw?
To
For
pull it
ripping
out.
the javelin.
I'm going to say strength.
Okay. So a plus.
This isn't really like I trained for this.
I rolled a nat one.
You do have inspiration.
I'm not gonna waste it on that.
With the barbs.
Right.
Yeah, you pull at
Other
it.
way.
You pull at it, and your left arm goes instantly numb, like shooting pain numb, and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't pull this. Like it makes you hesitate, and you.
I stood up at least, so I'm not prone right now. And that's all I can do then. Because I used my accents. Bleh. I can't talk.
Your action
I used
surge.
my second wind already.
Okay, remember you have a two-handed weapon.
Well, I can't attack anyway because I used my action.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
All right, that's good.
I'm just
good.
reminding.
Ow, 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 ow! Is what she says.
She says that in her head. What you hear is like You're like, what the hell is going on to Poppy?
Okay. All right.
Why, Mommy?
So I lay hands on Poppy
Huh?
and give her 18 hit
Wow.
points.
Paladins.
Okay, I'm max now.
Okay, you're max now. Oh, did you need less than 18?
I was at 28 and I have 44 max.
So I can save 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And so then, can I pull the javelin out of her as well, or is the laying on hands my only action?
What does lay on hands say
It's
under
an
its
action.
spell? Then there you go. Cold-blooded.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. To see
Got
if
any
the DM
bonus
gods-
actions?
I think my only bonus actions
the
are the shield master shove, and I don't think I can really shield master shove it out of her.
I mean,
Well, not your preferred type, but well, I don't know. Are you? I don't know.
I don't
I'll be
know
fine.
that would be a good way to do it. I feel like
it might
it's
cause more
very.
damage.
I think that's not a good way
Yeah,
to
I'm not gonna shield master shove a javelin out of Poppy's shoulder.
Shield slap.
I'm gonna let her deal with it, and I'm
You
gonna
got
move
this.
toward the orcs.
Okay, you move towards the orcs.
Yeah, there are 2 still that are
you
within
wanna-
our. Yep. Shield on, YOLO. So I got my light shield and my fire sword,
Okay,
and
You're well lit.
they're 15 feet from me, so I'm base to base with them.
you are base to base.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
because-
actually like don't run.
No.
You don't. You confidently just
Like,
slowly
fuck
walk
you
towards them
guys.
with your
Like
shield
a
going,
boss.
boom, and then your sword going, and they're like, maybe.
Intimidation check.
Maybe not so good idea.
Maybe should have let them sleep.
A matter of fact, it is a very intimidating thing, and I am actually going to roll since they saw their comrade go down in a spastic fit of death.
After
and
a
then,
single dagger.
yeah.
And like a glowing mace that's just sitting there.
Roll. Now, the thing is, it's gonna be they have to roll like.
I have a +4 intimidation.
Are you rolling
Oh, do
intimidation?
you want me to roll intimidation?
It usually requires an action. No.
Okay.
This is a morale check.
Okay.
That's a thing we used to do. They good.
They're still orcs after
Yeah,
all.
yeah. You see the middle one actually looks at you and spits as you're approaching it,
Oh,
Plus they've been
there you go.
all, you know,
and then
emboldened
yeah,
by the
they're-
heart,
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, they got the orc
Oh,
meth
they
going
got
on.
that's the red eyes, right? You're like,
Pumping 'em
oh,
up.
veins pumping. It is now my turn,
Yep.
and like I said, they both drop the javelins into you guys, and then immediately drop their great axes that were on their back. These great axes are made from what looks to be the same type of stone that is surrounding this area. Very kind of slatish. So it's a stone great axe. And there's what looks to be a red glowing rune on each one of their axes. That when they take it into their hands, you see it lights up. And goes on fire.
Is it a dwarvish rune?
Of course it does. Of fucking course it goes on fire.
Is it a dwarvish rune?
You're a
It is
pyro,
not.
Jason.
Okay. I just wanted to know if, like, this guy's family had multiple.
I got a
weapons.
21 to attack.
That hits. 19.
Even with your
Take
shield?
9 damage
Okay.
with an additional Ooh, 4 fire damage.
13.
We gotta
And
get
remember,
Fakor
you're on
fire
fire now.
resistance.
Yep,
And
so I
then
gotta
you'll
stop
never
roll.
encounter fire after
My
that.
next action.
Well, just take an action for now. But the other orc is gonna go.
Basically puts you in a fireman's.
The other one goes up
I
to
need the
you.
armor of a freet.
To who?
Has the axe out.
To me.
Poppy.
Oh,
No,
Poppy.
Poppy.
Yeah. She looks slightly weakened because of the javelin, but still probably kicks some ass.
Poppy. You see this orc like stop, and do one of those, and then like starts charging, right? All you do is go with your shoulder, right? Holding on to the javelin, and you catch this thing trying to come at you with the axe, and it goes through the orc's neck and out the back, instantly hearing a gigantic crunch and the body of the orc falling slack as the fire axe goes extinguished and shattering onto the ground, instantly killing the orc. You see the red glow in his eyes disappear.
He must.
Did you see that?
I knew it.
I get fucking set on fire and you get them exploding themselves.
You're still on fire. Number 2.
That would be me. So there's now only one orc that we can see.
There's only one orc alive
That we can.
that you can see.
That we can see.
There might
Okay.
be more.
I'm going to attack with my spiritual weapon that's right behind it.
So be it.
So be it. 17
17.
to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage.
8 damage.
This thing. This is the same one you hit
Yeah.
before. How do you kill it? Describe to me the gruesome violence that's rated M. for
My mace
mature.
only decapitates.
Now, if you've seen a mace, you know it's not a slicing instrument. So to decapitate someone with it means their head is getting knocked off of their body, and it's a ripping motion. You hear this rip, as then you see no orc standing before you today. However, your rest interrupted. You make sure and give it time to see if there's any more around. Your alarm still blaringly going off while you were in
Obnoxious.
combat the whole time.
The
I
car
turn it off.
alarm.
I
He turns it off. Look, he goes.
Hello.
He goes.
shield off.
And then looking at Asher, you realize who
Moment.
was on watch.
Asher.
Can I have a moment with you, Asher?
I'm gonna take the javelin out of his
Bleeding
shoulder.
real bad.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's out.
he's like,
It's already out.
It's out.
Oh,
But I'm bleeding pretty bad.
The one in you is not out, but you
Yeah.
go ahead and remove it.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
gonna
just like
heal
he's just like
Asher.
hunched over. What?
And just as I'm healing
Are you playing
Asher,
it up? The
No.
shoulder.
Heal him.
Maybe a
so I
little
can-
bit. Maybe
You're
a
playing it
little
up a little bit,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm
I
playing
thought
it.
so, for sympathy.
14 to heal. And
Okay.
as she's healing him, she's gonna be like, "So Asher, what happened?"
Yeah, Asher.
We got attacked.
Okay, so right there, what you just did, I want you to see if you actually do bluff. Like, you are severely injured.
So
like,
do I make,
take
like,
sympathy
a-
upon me.
Insight check or?
I'm going to go ahead and have both of the people. Who's talking to Asher? Who's wanting to hang him?
I'm
Shamira
yelling
was
at her.
talking to him
Okay.
as she was healing.
So
The
you
whole
three,
party?
Poppy's like, I don't give a shit.
need-
Shit happens.
Cuckoo
right?
needs to at least be on my side.
Cuckoo's in your head. I want
he
you
has a
three to
product.
roll, all right, to see if you are fooled by his bluffery.
What
Want
are
me
we
to roll my
rolling?
bluff?
I do.
What do you want me to roll?
Because you're actually bleeding and really injured,
yeah.
I'm going to give you advantage. Yeah.
You want? Is it performance or deception?
Well, deception, obviously.
Okay.
I mean,
I rolled a 19.
16 plus 6.
Is this our perception or a bluff?
let's see what he does
Insight,
now,
I
folks.
believe.
Hold on. Hold your numbers, please. Don't ruin the surprise. Go ahead. Act it out. What do you do?
We got attacked. I don't know. There was a javelin flying in the air. My alarm went off. That's what happened.
What happened before the alarm went off?
We were not attacked.
Get him. He's lying.
Asher.
Asher.
You saw no indication?
This hurts real bad. I
Yeah.
think we should.
You had no.
Real bad. Hurts real bad,
Actually-
coach.
What did
Actually,
you see?
Asher, judging by the amount
I didn't
of
see anything. I don't
magic.
have dark vision.
Yeah, you
I
didn't see
can't see
anything because
anything.
your eyes were closed.
See the darkness that's out there.
Asher is a great wizard and our best friend. He would never endanger our lives by slacking off.
Oh,
Oh, dang it. Oh, that hurt more than anything they could have said, right?
Still hiding behind Poppy, by the way.
So Shamira,
I was on fire again, Asher.
Shamira's
He just
hand
reaches
still
You
in
on
his
never
the
bag
actually
ladder.
put it out.
and
I
holds
did.
out his water skin.
Oh, you absolute asshat. I don't think so. The fire's out now. You dropped the ball. You fell asleep on watch and endangered all of us.
I'm with Poppy.
How could
Shamira-
you be so thoughtless?
Shamira, hand still on him.
I can't
healing,
see in the dark.
healing
I don't
him.
see anything out there.
Just looks him in the eyes. Did you fall asleep on watch?
I don't know.
That means yes.
Can't be sure.
Think of Belle.
I can't be sure.
Did you fall asleep?
Don't bring up Belle. He gets serious all of a sudden.
I will say this while this interaction is going on, hidden from others, something else is going on. Within the side pouch of your little equipment area, you feel an intense heat grow.
Okay. Is this like exciting new?
Not in you, like you feel it on your body surface as if
Yeah.
someone threw a heat pack
Okay.
into your equipment pouch.
Okay.
Now, that's where
Well, see, I've got brown backpack, I've got gray sack, I've got component pouch.
can I see your
It's
Thing
not
here?
broken down. Yeah. What do you?
yeah. No.
What do you want to see?
I'll write down. What am I doing? I have cards for this crap. I bring all these arts and crafts supplies and never use them.
Give me some arts and crafts.
I agree with Poppy. Everyone falls asleep at watch sometimes. This time it was bad.
I
Maybe.
just want him to be honest about it.
Everyone should be honest. And I use my toe to flip
I'm
and
not-
look over.
Not judging. Just
Asher, I would
asking.
never hurt you. I'm just angry.
I don't remember if I might have fallen asleep. Okay, I had the alarm up, all right? But I reach into my bag and I pull out. Can I touch it?
Yeah, you
I
can
pull
touch
out the
it.
scroll. Does it look any different?
You see, as you're moving it about, you see black, like little ash, like it's burning. You know, like
Yeah.
campfire when you
Yeah.
have ash,
Like
the
a
fairy
smolder,
fire,
yeah.
right?
Wait,
yeah,
what scroll
smolder.
is that?
Yeah.
Huh?
What scroll is
It's
that?
the one I found under the cultist.
You see that is coming out at both ends of the rolled scroll.
That can't be good.
This is happening.
What's happening?
Should we burn
I'd
it?
like to do an arcane check. What do I?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking this is magic. So 15.
Something's activated in this item.
Something activated.
Way to go for speaking
Yeah.
all that infernal around
Okay.
it. Okay.
Okay,
I open
it
it.
is fully written with glowing cinder, like red lettering of
I lean.
what you know to be
What is it?
writing, but it is fully complete now, including the multiple
Infernal or?
symbols of divination for summoning. It is a summon scroll that was held by that necromancer you found in those sewers a long time ago.
That was
And
a long
now
time ago.
something has triggered it to become awake.
So it's
Put it back to sleep. Put it back to sleep.
so it's casting the spell.
No, it's not casting
It's
the
like an
spell.
auto summon.
It's like
The
it's
spell.
not going to show you how to cast the spell unless it wants to show you how to cast the spell.
Okay.
Oh.
So is it?
Can I read it?
Is it infernal?
absolutely. Do you read magic?
I mean, I'm a bard.
It's an infernal magic. So
I can read infernal.
I don't read infernal.
you can read infernal, but you can't read magical scrolls. But you are a bard, so you have an ability which not many people have. Your ability to transcribe the letters of magical writing to what kind of you're thinking it's saying. And you decipher it is indeed a summoning scroll to bring forth a abyssal creature. does not specify.
What creature?
You don't know.
Abyssal
We should destroy it.
or infernal?
Sorry.
Sorry.
We're going devil.
So abyssal.
Oh, that I speak.
I speak abyssal too.
Oh, just
but
kidding,
the
I
lettering's in infernal, right?
I lied.
You pick the good one.
What's that?
So it's
Yeah.
the lettering's in infernal, but it's to summon something from the abyss. Is that okay?
And you see this thing, while it does look like a magical scroll of summoning, it's written as you're reading it in Abyssal, right? You can read Abyss?
I can read
I thought it was
abyssal,
written
but I
in
thought it was
infernal.
written.
I'm sorry. That was my mistake.
Okay.
He lied.
So it's abyssal.
Oh.
I'm a liar.
So yeah, I can read
Professional.
abyssal. So what's abyssal? This?
It's a contract.
Abyssal
That's
is
too close to
demon.
Elvish.
Yeah.
Infernal is
Cloven.
devil.
Yeah,
Infernal's
Cloven.
It's
devil.
written
Yeah.
very much
Cloven.
like a contract.
Okay.
Even though it's definitely a spell
Devil's the
trying to
pitchfork.
summon, right? Like
Right.
teaching you how to summon. But it is a contract. Even has like at the bottom of it an area for your signature.
Okay.
Don't sign that.
It's not actually on fire though, right?
The letters are glowing.
Yeah.
It is hot, but not like ow. It's like ooh, kind of warm. But it is definitely like
Can I-
spreading this like glowing.
When I read it, can I tell
Cinder.
who like what the conditions of the contract are, like what who it's
Well,
between?
while standing in front of them, you want to just be like, "Hey, hold up, guys," and read like 3-4 paragraphs.
Yeah, I mean, how detailed is it? Is it 3 or 4 paragraphs?
Right.
It's like a contract. It's like a full contract.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, it's like this and like that and like that.
Asher, what is it?
It's a contract, binding contract. Summon something.
According to this, soul binding contract.
Soul binding contract.
A soul binding
I'm gonna
contract.
quickly scan it and look for mention of the reaping.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well then, I'm gonna.
Okay, so in Devil Talk, all right, like it goes
Or
about it in a
anything-
very
or
fanciful
anything.
way. The gist of it is,
Yeah.
hey, have a problem? Call us,
Yeah.
the Devils, and we're gonna go ahead and make a deal with you. You cannot ever pay back enough. But
Yeah.
you get awesome powers, and
Yeah.
or something coming true,
Destroy it.
and or your soul is gonna be ours forever.
No.
No, I mean
Family,
destroy it.
friends,
yeah.
Like,
everyone
yeah,
you
I'm like-
know.
We're not
Suffer
making
and
pacts
burn.
with demons.
No,
That's
we're not. Destroy
Devils.
devils.
No.
Either way,
Of course
Official
destroy
we're
it.
not.
beings.
Of course we're not.
Asher, destroy it.
Of course we're not. This is silly talk.
That's
think that
not
would
to
be
say that we
safer
can't
in
I pull out the
contract to
sword.
someone else.
YOLO.
later.
Destroy it. I'm gonna destroy it with fire.
I'm not okay with that. I mean, I'm not summoning anything.
Now you know for a fact, as well as you know, and yeah, you guys don't really know cleric scrolls. I mean, there are definitely, but they're different than wizard scrolls.
Yeah, we don't make contracts with our
You know
souls.
that destroying a scroll can be bad and unleash
pledge our
whatever
souls
it
to
is.
goodness.
Yeah.
Period.
You can't just destroy this without the correct magic. If you just destroy this, it could ruin the contract and summon
Magic is hinky.
whoever was
Kinky?
this contract was actually, prescribed to.
Hinky. With an H.
I'm not gonna sign it. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna put it in my pouch.
I've already signed a deal with one devil. I don't need to sign a deal
I'm just
with
curious
another
what activated it. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
one. Nothing? What? What'd you say?
Who goes there?
I'm tired.
Yes.
This
So,
whole time, Poppy.
that being said,
It's late.
Who's
after all of this events, you notice it is now about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Is it dawn? Because I'd like to roll.
It is about to be. It's very much, but you're needing a couple hours more of
finish our rest?
sleep to finish
Yeah.
your rest. And who would like to take that watch?
Well, while you guys were all like talking about that, I was not paying any attention.
Not
I was-
one bit.
No, I was dragging the orcs outside. I took
Anything
out
good?
Kilma's knife, angled it right under a rib, plunged it into the heart, flipped him over. went
So
to
you see the
next
black
one.
blood that is
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
knife
so you're just. She's just
Double
double tapping.
knife.
literally
double
does. The
tapping.
blood actually literally looks like it's absorbing like a sponge into the metal of
Anything
that
good
dagger.
on the orcs?
I did not loot them. All I did was fulfill Kima's request.
That's good. I like her. We should keep her happy. Asher, a moment.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check the orcs for anything lootable.
Yeah.
So
What's
you go up.
What's on your
You
mind?
start
Frederick?
looting the orcs. Okay.
I'm going back to bed.
I've grown really close to all of you.
So any further actions, I'm gonna go ahead. If you guys want to take this time, like to do this, I'm gonna say it's part of that whole like, oh now it's 5 o'clock, right?
Oh well,
Yeah.
if we need the long rest, then I'm not looting the orcs. It's not worth it.
Okay, that's what
We
I'm getting
can do
at.
that in the morning.
We can do it in the morning.
Sure, they're not going anywhere, right?
Did you want me to
That we
count
don't
how
think you
many
heard me.
like
I'm
I
still trying to
charge?
get
Nope.
No.
Okay.
So, I've come to be really good friends with all of you. And I kind of think you guys as another family that I have.
Yeah.
But don't mistake me. I want to go home to my family.
Yeah.
And if you ever endanger that future or these people again, it will be my vengeance on you. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
All right.
Getting scolded by the bard.
Ooh.
11.
For 1 hour, you are frightened of me.
Okay.
And
I
I
leave.
am the most scary thing on this place.
I misty step
Nice.
away, up above, and then I rope trick, and I disappear, and I pull the rope up.
You see the rope going to nothing.
And then I go to sleep.
The bard scared him when the paladin couldn't.
And while I'm in there,
I
I'd like
knew
to
it.
read the
That was
entire
good.
contract.
Okay. It's exactly what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last
Like,
watch.
hey, you got a problem? Yo, I'll solve it.
Yeah.
Check out my deals while my Satan
But
rebellion.
I'm
Was
gonna
there- is it
I'm
my
gonna
watch?
read it for.
Okay.
Can I
He's
can I
looking for
take time to
loopholes.
read it for look for any loopholes that I might see in the wording?
Yeah, would you like to go over contract law right now?
No.
During
but
game?
do you want me to just do a
Okay.
roll?
I'm
'Cause
going to
could
have you do a
summarize
roll.
like entire things.
I'm going to
with
have
a
you do a roll. Roll 2d20 for me. Tell me what
Okay.
each roll is. And then I'm going to say it's Arcana.
A 1 and a 3.
Awesome. You definitely think this is a watertight contract. This is good.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to get
I
make out
like
big
water-
in this.
I
If you
like
ever
watertight.
activate
Not
this,
even
you think
airtight,
you're coming out
watertight.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Satan
I
is
like
good.
that.
Satan is my friend. Satan is my pal. Yeah. All that.
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, but I roll it back up. I put it in a different pouch. Than I
Before
put it
you
in.
do, you hear a
Oh
voice.
God, there's always a voice.
Is it a
Play
goat?
with devil things. you
Is
get
it a
devil.
goat?
It's a satyr of some
I've got
kind.
my goat ears on.
Some story.
Do you need
Go
help?
here.
Are you in need of help?
I don't know. I'm scared of the bard.
If you need help, just sign your name, and then I can help. That's what you hear. Very calm, collected voice.
Do not
Maybe.
sign the contract for the bard.
Maybe later. And I just roll it up.
My name's Ator, so if you ever need me,
Did you say Ator?
correct. I have a position here, and that it could benefit you greatly. And let me assure you, it's not as scary as some of the other gods
I'm like
make out.
slowly rolling it up as I'm listening. Before it's fully rolled up.
Think about it.
Okay. Good night. And then just like I keep rolling it
Night.
I don't know what to do with this.
up. Yeah. no
Yeah.
problem. And then I finish out the rest of my rest in my
Hidey hole.
in my hidey hole.
All right.
In your hidey hole.
Yes.
Hidey, hidey, hidey hole.
Very well. Who is taking the very last watch?
I guess it's me, but do I get a lot?
No, you would not.
No? Okay.
Has to be someone that doesn't need it or
Okay.
get it.
The spell slots.
I
You won't
I need
get
the
your full
inspiration.
rest.
It'll be fine.
Why don't I take it? I don't need this. I didn't use any spell slots.
Well, I mean, the only thing that's gone, I was looking at it was truly the bardic inspiration.
Now, mind you, you don't get a full rest. Okay? Right now, you're not going to get your spell back and full hit points. Right?
Okay.
You're not going to take the half rest, or you're going to take the half rest if you can't not fulfill this last.
Yeah. No,
Slot.
it'll be okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, you're at full hit points now, right?
I'm at full hit points, but all of my bonus actions are
Okay, yeah.
down, and I'd like those back. So I
Correct.
need at least a short.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Rest.
you're
You
healed,
would
but you're
have had a
like
short rest.
You sleep.
I thought we had to choose.
We had to choose.
No, but
You
if
have
she's
to
on last
choose.
watch, she would get a short rest while the rest of us get long, right?
No, that's not.
No, that's not
we
the
would
deal I made.
scale it out to the point where it was all long rested, so it's fine. Either you or I, probably. I'm only down.
Or you
10
all
and
could
you're
just
down
sleep.
half. So
Okay.
It's 5 a.m. You know, you think you killed the threat that
I'm
was
good.
in the area.
I'm not sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good. I've done a successful job of making you paranoid.
Oh, I already went back to bed. I was thinking of me.
You're like, whatever. Got God on my side. As you tuck in your bedroll.
I lay my hands pull back because I used it up.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm missing is the
With Andrew.
inspiration
Yeah.
and like one spell.
All right. So who's taking that last watch? Did I get it clear?
Frederick.
Okay, Frederick.
Don't fall asleep.
All right, Frederick.
Oh no, we're good.
Yeah, you and your monkey are just like staring at the wasteland before you of rock. And you're like, nothing is getting past me. I'm going to go ahead and give you a free and clear. Everything's A-okay.
Fantastic.
Yes. Now you do see off in the distance the orcs that were dragged out. There are some giant, what looks to be buzzards. But no, they look like hawks. But oh no, not really, because they're kind of got longish necks. But they're not vultures. They're really weird looking, and they're definitely, I mean, plucking away at these orcs. And you all wake up to the that these things are letting out every few seconds.
It's like a horn at 4 a.m.
If you want to loot the orcs, you gotta get
Consistent.
past those.
I'm not scared of buzzards.
Those
But
aren't
first-
buzzards.
What are they?
Not a clue. But they sure
You
as hell
look
ain't
at a
buzzards.
long-necked hawk, is
Oh.
what you're looking at, essentially with a very like axe-like type beak.
Huh. Okay, well, I don't think they're gonna have any. They're wearing hides, so I don't think they're gonna have anything that worth it. Asher.
Is in his hidey hole. And we don't know where the hidey hole is.
Asher.
I don't want to come out.
Good morning, Asher.
If it's been more than an hour, you're no longer afraid of me.
I dropped down.
You see, right in front of y'all, you like Nightcrawler
Magic.
pops out.
I'm worried about you holding the demonic contract.
Oh, you think it would be better if someone who doesn't understand arcane knowledge holds it?
I think it would be better if someone who's not tempted by arcane knowledge holds it.
You wanted to destroy it.
I won't.
Okay.
I'll give you my word.
It is Falcor's word. I'd take
We'll
it.
take it out. I'll give it to you.
The second you have it in your hand and
Uh-huh.
you go to hand it off,
Mm.
both of you hear the same voice. Thank you, Asher.
What?
You heard that in your head. You heard that in your head.
Would you like me to take it back now?
Because whether you're like, huh,
No?
go ahead, Asher. It's all right.
Well, I'm gonna break camp.
Yeah.
Put it in
Do
my
the same.
pack.
Do you think
Nice.
those hawk things are edible?
Do not sign
Oh,
that.
no.
Because I killed them all.
I looked
See
it over.
3 dead hawks.
I mean, they're eating orc, so their meat's
They're
probably
carrion.
not great, you know?
Well, I mean.
No, you already killed them. They
Oh, I
are
did?
hanging up
Oh.
against the rock.
Well, the purple worm was eating you, and it tasted delicious.
Well, that's because I'm
like
infused
Anthony
with
Bourdain
Leanne.
of the adventuring world.
She'll try anything.
I
Try
will
anything
Right.
once.
My wand, really quick.
I don't know if we could find
What are
a
you doing with that
goat.
one? Recharge?
Goat would
Recharging
be
it.
nice.
Gotcha.
Goat would
You
be
Okay, so all the birds are dead
4
now,
more.
right?
Yes.
According to.
Okay,
Yes.
then I'm
Yes,
gonna
you
check
just
the
went
Yeah,
over
orcs.
Poppy
this.
just went off and
You
I'm
grabbed
gonna
and
lose
twisted.
the orcs.
It's easy.
Right.
Am I finding anything good on these orc bodies?
You loot those orcs that you've been wanting to loot for the last 7 hours.
Yep.
Guess what you found?
Nothing.
Jack shit.
What the fuck you need money for out here?
I don't need money, but they might
You found
have
like
had,
a fork?
One of them had a sword.
Maybe? You think it's a fork?
You know, last time I met an orc, he had a flaming dwarvish sword.
That's
true.
fair.
That's
That
fair.
is very
Good
true.
point.
And one
All
of them,
right,
there
I
was
won't
one axe
accuse you of
left,
being a
question mark?
loot hoarder. but
Super
you found
heavy.
no significant.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
But a potion you did find on one.
Okay.
Where you found it?
Was it in his prison wallet?
No, come on, what? Yes. In his crack, if you will, he did have what looked to be a metal vial. Now, when you first pulled this out, you're like, whoa.
Whoa, orcish butt plugs.
Right. But then you're
Why
looking.
would you pull that out?
You're looking at the intricate carving of the metal, and you're like, wow, what? And then you actually look, and there's a clear, like, glass-like part on the metal that you can see a glowing green liquid.
Okay.
So write down glowing green. I can't even say it, right?
green liquid.
Say it
vial.
faster.
Glowing green liquid.
You can say it
Glowing
faster.
green liquid vial. Glowing green liquid vial. Glowing green liquid vial. Glowing
It's
green
gotta be.
liquid vial.
There you go.
Well,
Do I get 2 now?
good for you. No.
I have very good mouth control.
Yeah, I can tell. Lesbian.
So, Frederick's gonna take some of the leather armor off of one of them and try and fashion some very crude monkey armor.
You know what? I will
He's gonna make sure it's washed because otherwise he won't wear it. But
go ahead and I'm going to tell you, yeah, go ahead and do it. And, you know, it'll give him a +2 on his armor.
yay!
However, a -1 on his dex.
Okay.
Fair trade-off.
Sacrifices must be made.
I'm sorry. What was that?
So long rest.
-1
achieved.
dex, +2 armor.
Yes. But it actually
Wow,
looks
it has like a-
pretty badass.
You have
He's
to
Planet of
confirm.
the Apes in it.
Yeah.
He has like the helmet and everything. You did that while everyone was eating, you know, tall neck hawk.
Tall neck hawk.
Did it taste good?
Yeah, actually, it's really good. Like
Put some
it,
pepper in
it was a little gamey, but you spiced it up. Poppy ain't no fool.
Just
And,
like Mom
yeah.
never made because we don't have these around our house.
Well, you also found some onions that were growing in like the little deep
I
earth
love
parts.
wild
So you
onions.
stuffed them up the.
Yeah.
You stuffed them in
Yeah.
the
Carcass.
hole.
Wow, there's a lot of.
Well, that's how
Why
you
does
do
that
it.
hole?
Well, I meant to
Yeah.
say I wanted to say crevice, but that kind
Yeah.
of sounded wrong. So
Rib
you know
cage.
how you stuff a bird.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
In the neck hole.
No, you don't
you
stuff
don't
it in the
have to.
neck hole.
You stuff it
Well,
in
you
the
could, I
butthole.
guess. Oh, you could. You could.
You do a little bit
chicken
of
on
Chop
the
the
can.
head.
All right, are we ready to go?
No. What?
Ready.
All right. After having a very nice breakfast, actually, warm meat, cold wind all night. No longer is it like hurricane type weather. Definitely thank God during that fight it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it is a little windy and cool. You're definitely seeing it's coming towards the end of summer. You see it's in these areas a lot cooler than anywhere else. But you all proceed forward, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And we will go ahead and I will choose someone. I wouldn't say a victim,
I would.
but you are to roll a D100. That's 2D10s. And you, because it's early, I'm going to say, let's do 25 or below is trouble.
75.
Sweet. Of course, you're blessed.
Of course I am.
And yeah, y'all are walking, you're singing show tunes, and everything's good. Nothing is bothering
We're
you.
gonna mage armor while we're well into our walk.
All right, major armored up.
And
you stop for
I throw
lunch.
Ukuku up too while we're at lunch.
Now you know that you'll get there at about
Yeah.
probably 10 if you keep going.
Yeah.
10 p.m.
Short
Right?
lunch. Then
But
keep walking.
we're walking
I
to an
don't
orc
know
camp,
that
right?
we
We
want
don't want to
go
walk.
into an orc camp at night.
So there we go.
Possible
That's the
orc
quandary.
camp.
Yeah, I don't know that that's prudent.
That's not good. We don't want to go into one.
Wouldn't be prudent.
We
That's a
should
presidential
walk
impersonation
into it
today. I like it.
like at
What time do
right
orcs
before
sleep?
dusk. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, let's do it right as they're getting up. Let's go there.
Yeah, right before they get up.
Right when they're angry and they haven't had their blood cut.
Not while they're asleep.
Yeah, high noon, dead asleep.
Orcs sleep at night or day?
No, you're
Yeah.
out of work. Do they sleep during the day?
I don't.
That's racist.
My daddy's the only
They're very
orc I
nocturnal.
know, and
Okay.
They seem very nocturnal, considering every time we've encountered them, it's been at nighttime.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
well,
that's what you've
ambushes are
encountered.
good for night.
Who knows? They could have daytime peoples patrolling. You don't know.
What we can do is we can do some reconnaissance. Asher, don't you have a bird or something that can help with that? Help keep us safe?
Sorry, was someone talking?
Asher, she said
I cast
it.
invisibility
No.
on myself.
I cast see invisibility on myself.
Oh my
You guys
god.
are burning spell slots for hours
You
now.
see him standing there like this.
What is
Do
happening?
you think we should look for
Go
some
ahead.
goats for lunch?
I knew it. I was
yes.
going to do it for you.
I don't
Want to go
know.
hunting?
Yes.
Yes, let's go hunting
Great,
for
you're gonna
lunch.
leave me with the snit?
If
You
anyone-
seem like
I don't know
negotiator.
what that means, okay?
Use your negotiating power.
You're a great negotiator, Facklor. You can do this.
God sent you for it.
Yes.
You are a godsend.
I only negotiate over beer.
You have beer.
You have beer. Good luck, Facklor. Bye.
Okay, bye!
It's not safe to go out of visual range of the camp.
No,
so.
we should definitely stay within visual.
Okay.
Unlike some other times that happened.
That was great. We caught a rabbit.
Are you hunting?
Yeah.
I would like. You can have one person roll 2d20
Well,
for
you're
advantage,
not
right?
not talking.
For
So nature-
survival or nature?
Or survival,
you?
excuse me.
Do you
He's
have a
right
plus
there.
at all? I have a
You
plus
right.
five.
I don't.
I
have a
point
plus
right at
five.
where he's at.
Oh, you have a plus 5?
Put
Yeah,
magic
I'm
on it.
wise.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Frederick, did you cast a magic spell on Asher?
I did not cast any magic spells on Asher. I'm just naturally intimidating.
17.
I know, right?
Found something.
What did I find?
We'll see.
Is it
Guess
work?
that.
We'll see.
Frederick. What did you cast on
Is it the
I
goat?
didn't cast anything on Asher. I'm just naturally
So,
terrifying.
What did
you
you
all
cast
are
on
off.
yourself?
I don't
Let's
cast
deal
things
with
on
this
myself
one at a
very
time.
much. I didn't do this just see the invisibility thing because I can totally see it right now, even though he was doing petty things.
Okay.
That's
a table for two right now.
I simply asked him to be more careful in the future.
Uh-huh. And Asher is a wizard, and he says that you use magic on him.
Oh, he was just frightened of me. That's nothing that I can
Okay.
control.
Frederick,
Yes.
I would say a lot of things about you. I would not call you frightening.
That's very kind of you.
So why was Asher so frightened?
I don't know. You have to ask Asher.
Frederick,
Hmm.
would you lie to me?
Would I lie to you?
That's not an answer.
I'm asking you.
And I am asking you. Would I? Do you think I would lie to you?
I think that you avoiding the question means yes.
That hurts deep, Falcor.
I
That hurts deep.
know, but I
like
really
that
need
song.
you and Asher to be able to resolve this.
Honestly, I just had a word with him for about a minute. Asked him to please keep my extended family safe. And that if it was to be his fault that I or the rest of you weren't able to get to our true families back home, vengeance might be taken on him. That's all I said.
So you threatened him.
A little bit.
Cut scene. Well done. You are standing in invisibility, only visible to one who's occupied in a discussion. And that's where you hear the voice. I can save her. Let me help you. It's not as big of a deal as you think. Literally, I can bring you Belle back to you. Let me help you. We have a bad agent representing us on your plane of existence. Do you understand this? You have to. You have to understand. It's a misinterpretation that is taken gravely out of context.
Right. Yeah, I read the contract. I'm not like. Do you like hear like this?
I tell you
It's
what,
like a mumble.
why don't you tell me your terms on what, if I could bring her back, what would you give? Go ahead, you name your price.
No, not right now. I'm busy.
Make it.
Busy.
Busy being
Go away.
sulking.
Call me later.
Isn't it all like worrisome to Asher that he can hear this voice and he doesn't have possession of the
That's what I'm
contract?
wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear the voice too?
You can hear Asher mumbling to himself.
It sounds like he's just swearing under his breath.
Asher,
Yeah.
are
What
you
you can still
fuming
hear.
over there? What do we need to do to work this out with you and Fred?
I don't
I mean,
feel
you're not
safe
pacing.
around Frederick
Why don't you feel safe around me, friend?
because I was terrified of you yesterday after you threatened me.
Well, that's usually what threats happen. But I really didn't appreciate you endangering my family.
You think I purposely endangered them after I cast an alarm spell and then fought the orcs?
I think you endangered the whole place when you fell asleep on watch.
Okay.
If you couldn't have done it, you should have let
I
me
can't
know.
see into the dark anyway.
Okay, okay,
No,
okay.
no.
This is not constructive.
Now pause right there. Off in the distance, you
found a
hear.
golden horn goat.
Well, shush!
God dang it!
I'm so excited.
Off in the distance, you hear the heavy discussion going on back at camp, or your little lunch stop area, if you will. Way stop. They should name those. And as you all are hunting, like whatever's around is gonna be scared. And you guys were like, let's wrap this up, get back to that crap, I guess. And as you're walking back, you then hear, and then you look, sitting there with the golden ram horns. Is that what? The same one. The same ram. Same muscular build. Same glittery horns. And you see it's eating tall, like, grass growing from a crack in this kind of otherwise jagged little landscape.
We like get low. Is this? It's not like some sort of like divine being or something, is it? Because you're a god person. Oh, okay. So you're sure.
Well, it ain't my god.
Oh, okay. That's fine then. If you say so. So
Really?
I string my bow real fast.
That's going to be a note for me.
It doesn't look like the Lothainian goat.
You don't have a goat.
It may be a god, but it's not my
Yeah,
god.
that's what I'm thinking.
But
I'm
if
not
you're
there.
sure and you
playing
think that this is the right thing to do, I believe you.
Can I make a religion check? To
Yes.
see if there's any sacred goats?
Most
sort of
definitely.
Sky pie that is required to figure out what goat this is.
17. You're looking through your knowledge history and you're like, I can't really recall any deity kind of using goats as its manifestation, glittered goats. Could be something from the Fae. That's your best kind of positioning on it. Which,
I don't know what a fey goat. What?
now it's
Is
a
that-
go-
does that
no-
taste better?
Another thing anatomically different that you notice of the goat, besides its gold glittery horns, ram, is the fact that it has like a long dog-like tail, and then like a lion, excuse me, and then a tuft of beautiful white little flowing hair. Right?
I mean, it's definitely interesting.
It is. I'm just hesitant, but if you think we should,
I don't recall anything about sacred goats in anything.
okay. I got my bow strong.
Are you shooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not attempt.
So you are assisting
Yeah.
Poppy in the hunt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you advantage on this shot.
Okay.
I'm the one with the
longbow.
binoculars going,
Killing this god. I mean,
testing the wind.
yeah. 4 to the left.
This might be a very lucky goat. 14
14
with advantage.
is a hit.
Armor classes don't
Oh,
have
okay.
the 14.
Right.
hit.
I know. Well, if it's some sort of celestial.
Roll damage.
Okay. A D8, I believe, for the longbow. 4. Roll a nat 1 on that damage die. So 4 damage.
Well, guess what? It's an animal. You nail it in the neck. Not where you want it. You kind of wanted it a little more. But nonetheless, you got it. and oh boy, do you got it, because the artery starts spraying
Ooh.
heavily. And then it stops, and then the goat starts to run off, and then you see it travels about 35 feet out, and then buckles forward onto the ground, gets back up, starts
Somebody's
bleeding
been
heavily
hunting.
again. Yeah, and you're leaving like a trail of just murder death.
Archery isn't really my forte. I'm okay at it.
I just feel bad about suffering.
Yeah.
Totally, you're making it suffer,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Can I
A little
double dash
longer.
after it and see if I can catch up to it?
I mean, you can try.
Take another shot.
You can take another shot.
Okay, well, I
I'll
run
give you one more.
forward, and then I take another shot.
Very
Do
well.
I still get advantage, or?
No.
No,
This
'cause
is
it's
going to be a
like-
quick reactionary
Okay.
thing.
I rolled a 2. So 2 plus 5 is probably not enough to hit
Can I try to hit it with my crossbow?
Did you load it?
It is loaded, actually.
You keep it loaded?
I do keep it loaded.
That's bad for your
Can't,
crossbow.
yeah, you can't keep that crossbow loaded like that. But that's for another discussion.
That's another discussion.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and take a shot with your crossbow. You're like, oh, come on. You take your crossbow out.
Bouncing
That's a
around.
natural 20.
Nice.
Not only do you kill it, but you kill it in a way to where it, like, dead. It doesn't feel any pain. You're pretty sure that it's blessed because you did write a prayer on each one of those bolts
I
at
did.
one time. So,
You
I
fly as
think
straight as the
that
thunders,
You're
rays
some
of
sort of
sunshine.
holy killing machine, because you killed like all of the orcs last night too, I think, right?
No, I just helped.
Ooh,
She's a
you've been
spiritual
killing
weapon,
things a lot.
You both taught me really well.
Okay. I have a lot of respect for you.
She taught me everything I know.
all right. So, you make your way to the goat. You get the goat.
Field dress it.
Field dress it.
Throw it
You
over.
all end up being separated by the paladin after long, lengthy discussions that only end in hurt feelings somewhat. However, you were separated by the paladin and given time to cool off.
Did you force them to hug it out?
No, not yet, because I want them to get to the root of their issues first.
And while you are in the mountains,
I think
surviving,
it's the deceit of both parties.
you see coming back at a distance, you see about, I'd say, 60 feet away from you. You see these two, and they're dragging what looks like a white thing on the ground, like definitely clearly like
Dragging it.
they got something.
The front end and I've got the back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely see a glitter, and you're like, they got to go.
Menfolk, we have returned with sustenance.
You all see something interesting too. Coming behind them.
Uh-oh.
Them.
Them.
Yeah, you see Asher. He's not invisible
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
You see behind them are two stone giants, like the ones you fought prior, but yeah, two.
I don't
They
wanna
look
take
how
our
they're
goat.
looking at us with like awe in their
And
eyes.
you see a series of rocks flying towards you in the air, towards them.
Towards them?
like over us and
Oh.
oh okay.
We're between
Now.
you guys and the stone
Yeah.
giants, I think.
That being
Oh,
said,
I thought they were behind us.
we'll see where that encounter goes next game.
Where we will be level 5.
You will be level 5.
The
So
goat,
it
my
is your
crest is over
opportunity
the
at this
top.
time now to level up your characters appropriately. Yes, you can take feats and or ability increase.
Well, that was
did you
last.
get those?
That was a 4.
That was at 4.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it last time. You'll be happy to know I now have 16 intelligence.
Sweet deal.
That's pretty good.
Good job, guys. We didn't die.
And that being said, now that we can level up our characters to a higher challenge rating, we will see where your adventuring party takes you next game session. It
Finally
will
get second attack.
be into where you're probably trying to go. To retrieve the hammer, right?
Yep.
All right. All right, and with that, we're out. if you want to linger around for nerd conversation, do so. I don't care what the producer does. He could leave it on all day.
Thanks for listening and watching, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, let's go around the table real quick. Where can they reach you if they want to say hi and stuff like that?
You can find me on Twitter at Asher Lorsbane. Just keeping it simple.
Nice. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram at Categorical with a K. Kategorical. So cat like my name, Agorical.
I'm Anna Stratton, and you can find me on Twitter as Juliana Strat. 2 N's, 2 A's. Couldn't do my full name, so.
Too many characters.
Yeah.
Jillian of Midgard. At Jillian of Midgard. Instagram at Jill of Midgard. Twitter. Not enough characters there.
Yeah, nope. Feel that pain.
And also a terrific artist.
Yeah,
that
check out her
is on Etsy.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Jillian, just type in Jillian of Midgard, you'll find me.
Her Etsy store is really good.
Dope.
Anna was a fan before she knew that
Yeah.
it was in the game.
I
really?
I fangirled a little bit. Yeah, it was
That's
great.
The last.
Jen?
I'm at Fun with Jen on Twitter.
No, she's not. Don't you lie. Don't you turn
She
this table into a
just
table of
realized that
lies.
she has to pull up.
She's
Twitter
on
to make sure
Twitter,
it says
right?
so.
Do you go on Twitter a lot?
I don't ever get on, but I'm there.
If you want to say something to any one of these fine players I
made
have
one
at
because
my
I had
table,
to.
you can definitely contact me at Pemberfoot on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, Jason Pemberfoot. Hey. And before we leave, right? Before we leave, I did want to go around the table real quick. What's one thing you are liking about this campaign? And then one thing you kind of are like, oh man, I wish I had this. Let's do that real quick. Well, we'll even keep the cameras rolling. Just so they can hear you diss me on camera. No, it's not about that.
Have a record.
Yeah,
I told you, DM.
I love the development that we can have between the characters. I think that's, even if it goes rocky at some points, I think it makes it stronger overall.
All right.
So I think that's awesome. I think that I need more stats. So if Santa Claus is listening,
Or
bring me some stats.
Some sort of demon.
Or some kind of demon help. If the demon's name is Santa, that would be great. You know,
It's Santa if you're dyslexic.
Yeah, it's Santa. It's basically an anagram or something.
Satan, Santa.
Same letters.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's good.
I'm having fun with the campaign. I like the way it's going. I'm having fun. You guys are so much fun to play with.
Hey.
Group, right?
Good, Jason. Yeah,
group.
no, this is a fun group. I'm having a blast. I am sick of being on fucking fire every week.
More fire.
I know. So if I have a wish, it's that we get people to stop setting my ass on fire, or I get magical armor of fire retardants.
Retardants. I like it.
I think there's a feat called elemental resistance.
No shit.
I might look into it if I were you.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Would you like me to learn this?
Yes, I would.
Anna?
So, like, I've been playing for a long time, and I was kind of hesitant to do the words of terror on my friend Asher here, just because I just
let me be clear. Like,
PvP. That was kind of one of those
very
things. I was like,
PvP-ish. If you didn't know it was roleplay.
Roleplay, yeah.
it was very much
Love
roleplay.
that.
I wasn't trying to be malicious at all. I want you to know that. In
No,
person.
totally in character. It's good.
That's just
We love that shit.
I've written that up in his backstory that he's kind of a dark character outside of this bardic inspiration and ideal he's got. So I appreciate your understanding with that because
yeah.
I've seen your face and it was like I think he's on the same page, but we're gonna make sure.
I get in character, so if you see it, it's in character. so
Okay,
it's all
good. I just wanted to make sure there was no hard feelings there.
No, absolutely. not.
And then I enjoy this theater of the mind stuff. I enjoy the interactions and stuff.
Are you guys enjoying Theater of the Mind more and more?
I do.
It's tougher
Yeah,
for me.
I like a little bit.
It's tough.
So
Okay. I mean, for the dungeon
Yeah.
and or whatever's coming up.
it's probably hard to do.
Spoilers!
Yeah.
It's probably hard to do in the rocky terrain anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's just because I'm
It'd
a
be
visual
boring,
imagination.
actually, the map.
Can't
It would be a
picture
heck.
stuff in
Yeah.
my head, so.
It'd just be a bunch of hills.
Yeah.
Well, and I kind of think that if we rearrange some of the visuals and stuff, I think it might actually be more beneficial to see our expressions. And since we're mostly faced away from the camera, I think that might be something we look into later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we always turn and look at you.
I'm glad actually that the camera's at a distance, y'all.
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't
I
put on my
mean,
face today.
if we could, I'm always looking at you, and so they just get to see this.
Aw,
They usually
thanks.
get to see the long portion of my hair, but today they just got to see the shaved portion of my hair, and that's all they
Your
get to see.
hairstyle needs to be on where you're sitting
Both
on the
sides.
table.
This is my good side. But that's something for future that we can work on and build up to. But
Sure.
that
That's
otherwise-
production. Talk to him.
Yeah. Other than that, I want to see chainmetal monkey armor that makes it so he doesn't die. Or can my monkey please have more health points because he levels up with me?
You could
Let me ask you, like that moment though where you
Oh God, no! He gives me good moments of like.
were
Emotional.
genuinely like concerned.
Oh yeah, no, I was. But he gives me good oh shit moments. But I'd rather
Good.
be a little bit. I don't want him to die.
Oh, well, I mean, I remind people why it's not a good idea to bring their cat into a battle. You know what I mean? Unless it's a battle cat. Hey, man.
So I need to train him to be a battle monkey. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, like, maybe some tricks to evade, hide, not be so there.
We'll work on it.
Could I say, oh, well, you already knew that? Sure, I could, but then you wouldn't have developed a sufficient pet, right?
That's true.
All right.
I think the pacing of encounters, RP / battle has been really good. The mixing it up. Some are longer, some are shorter. That's good. Different, Poppy hated it, but I liked that you're not just hacking at people, but you did some AoE, you did a little this and that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. What's AoE?
Yeah.
Area.
So where we all had to make a dexterity saving throw, and it wasn't just him hitting us with a sword over and over until we killed him.
Boring.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I like thinking cinematic if I can. That's how my mind works. Good. And I don't mean to stop you guys from role playing, right? Like when you're in a heated, what you might think is good role playing is terrific role playing, right? But if we just keep on to that scene for too long, it gets stale and stagnant, right? So I like breaking it up like a movie does. So don't think I'm trying to be rude and shut you up. Just hold what you're saying and think more about it, and then I'll get back to you. I promise you. I'll do my best. And if I don't, just give me a nudge, like, hey, by the way, we were
We're doing a
this.
thing.
Yeah, I was doing this. All right, Jennifer.
Good.
What?
Anything?
Likes and gripes.
Everybody said everything.
Cop out.
That's what happens when you go last.
Very well.
And if you guys have things you want to say, you viewers,
You better say
Yeah.
it.
say it.
We are open to discussion. We are actually a pretty open-minded group that listens to, I think, a lot of what people have genuine concern about in gaming today.
And to all of you comments, stop setting Faclor on fire.
Wait, are people really
no
commenting?
fire.
I'm not,
Oh, no, they aren't. They want you on fire more, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm on fire in my intensity, but not in my physicality.
First time
Sure.
playing a
Save the
fighter,
monkey.
I'll remember my
Hashtag
stuff
save
better
the
last time.
monkey, hashtag extinguish Faclor.
I like that. Solid.
All right. With that being said, good fight.
Yeah.
And good night.
Nice.